From Bakerfield and Princeton, New Jersey, the Play-by-Play Sports Network is proud to present a New Jersey high school soccer matchup between the Panthers of the Princeton Day School and the Big Red from Lawrenceville School. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Tom Williams. Thanks so much for joining us as we are right at 1:30. It looks like they are ready to get rolling. We won't have an anthem, so we'll kind of get through the particulars as we move along. Princeton Day School, the 2-5 record so far on the fairly young season. Last game for them was on Tuesday, a 1-0 loss to the Petty School, while Lawrenceville, they come in with a record of 1-3-1. Their last game was on Thursday, a 4-0 loss to Springside Chestnut Hill Academy. These two teams meet every year, as you would expect. Two schools about 5 minutes apart from each other, or 5 miles apart from each other. Last year, Lawrenceville picked up a 2-0 victory. It's Princeton Day School in the black and blue. Lawrenceville, they are in the white and red. Again, Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 will be at about 3:30. It'll be the girls' teams as we are underway. Princeton Day School kicking off. And here we go. On the near side, John Ramos. He tries to get it inside the 18. They're going to let that roll wide after a little body barge by Gabriel Gaw. So, inauspicious start as Princeton Day School, they're running a 5-4-1. There are 5 defenders. Jacques Hughes, Gregorio Rodriguez, along with Nassim Amir, Alex Lunuakowski, and Aiden McChesney. The lone forward will be Eyal Jacobi, as barging forward the other way for Lawrenceville is Xavier Lacoste, as they're running a 4-5-1, so pretty defensive lineups for both of these squads. And they may be kind of going 2-3 or 3-2 in the midfield, depending on the mood or what they're trying to accomplish. Again, both teams struggling, scoring. It's a rough year so far, both well under 500. So maybe trying to change things up from previous games. And this is my first viewing of both of these teams. As again, just underway. Ooh, dangerous pass across. Connects to Gabriel Gaw out of Causeway Bay, Hong Kong. Up now for William Murray out of San Francisco. Trip Brown on the near side. Up ahead for Tate Mott, also a hockey player for the Big Red. That's deflected away and cleared down by Jacques Hughes. That'll bounce all the way back towards the Lawrenceville Big Red goal. Liam Flynn, the goalkeeper. Freshman from Greenwich, Connecticut. For the Panthers, it's Bruno Cucci. He's a junior. Panthers coached by Ollie Hilliker. The Big Red by Blake Eldridge. I want to thank them both for information supplied, along with the two athletic directors of the two schools. And not easy to get information at the high school level. It's not prevalently available online, so got to do it old school. Talk to people. Free kick for the Big Red on the far side. William Murray with a long drive inside the 18. That'll go wide. Maybe looking for the corner, maybe looking for a run there as well. There was no run coming. So it'll be a goal kick for Princeton Day School. We've been here before here on Bakerfield on the campus of Princeton Day School. We've covered hockey and basketball here as well as other sports. A athletic complex that's in transition. They're building a brand new building back behind us. They're expanding the rink. A new field house, so to speak. So a lot of construction nearby. They're going to have basketball and squash inside the new field house, which should be done by fall of 2020. So in about a year from now, when we're back for the Princeton Day School Fall Day, as we've been here the last bunch of years. Cloudy day here in Princeton. Temperatures starting to feel a little bit more like fall, in the mid-70s right now. Breezy as well, and the fall colors starting to come out. No through ball attempt is knocked down by Gaw, and they may be calling handball on him. Again, 2 officials, both with whistles, so they'll also be responsible for the Lions. And this would be a great set-piece opportunity for the Panthers. Basically just outside the 18. Again, it's the white lines. Again, there are a lot of lines on this multi-purpose field, but the white lines are for soccer. This is a good 10 yards off of the 18. Nassim Amir, the midfielder and senior for the Panthers, ready to take it. 4-man wall set up for Lawrenceville. So either a direct kick, which wouldn't shock me at all, maybe towards the near side post, or he may curl it in far side, but the goalkeeper is ready for it. Fires towards the goal, blocked right into the center of the wall. Chip right back into the 18, bounces towards cage, but it's going to be an offside call. As it did look like A.L. Jacoby was just a little bit in front of the foul defender. Pass up the sideline, given away to John Ramos. Ramos gets it back, tries to keep it alive and does, but a bad touch. Gets it right back. He doesn't give up on the play, and he's outside the 18 looking for the cross. Tries the low cross, but deflected away off of Gaw. And then lifted towards the far side post and easily swallowed up by Liam Flynn. We're just about 5 minutes in to the first half of play. No score. We've gone back and forth, but thanks to the set piece, Princeton Day School has carried a little bit more of the play. It's angled up ahead now for Ramos. Ramos trying to cut towards the middle. Slowed down a bit by Trip Brown. Trying to get across. Little touch for Joaquin Rodriguez. Can't get anything going. Little juggle outside the 18. Dangerous play. May have been a handball as well. It'll be a Lawrenceville Big Red restart. But they start it real quick. And taken in by William Sedgley. But directed out of play off of Ben Wilcox. Lawrenceville, very intriguing roster. A number of players who are from New Jersey, both north, south, and central. But they also have some international flares. We mentioned Gabriel Gaw from Hong Kong. And also players from the other side of the country, including William Murphy, as we mentioned earlier, from San Francisco. So Lawrenceville doing some recruiting, as they always do, much like Princeton Day School. Here's Murray. Space to the outside, but unable to keep it alive is Mac Dilatush. He's out of Chicago. The throw in, McChesney. Good take, though, by William Murray, and directed back for Gaw. Gaw up ahead for Lee, Spencer Lee. Tries the through ball, but nobody was really on the run. Trying to catch up was Dilatush, but cleared away to the center line. Nice move by Tate Mott. Just trying to get some possession for the first time in this game of the Big Red. But a bad touch by Dilatush. Pass was kind of between his legs, so tough to corral that one. Little body play as it's angled over by Jacoby, but steered away nicely. Racing over, Lou Nokowski. Can't grab it, though. It's Lacoste for Mott. Mott lifts it into this area, tries to get a shot off and a save. Got the toe to it, but blocked away by Cucci and directed out of play. First big opportunity of the game for either team. Both goal teachers have had touches, but that one was an actual save instead of just an easy direct on goals. Here's Murray after the throw in. Tries to angle his way inside the 18, headed away. Bouncing ball now for Murray. Again, sport turf, so the ball is going to bounce. And offside called against Lawrenceville. Free kick for Princeton Day School. Yeah, so it's not going to act like natural turf, but it's also not going to be like the old school AstroTurf, which the soccer ball would act like a super ball. So we'll have truer bounces, but still bounce a little higher than it would on a natural surface. Just about 8 minutes in, no score. Great punt up ahead, but headed backwards by Gaw. And Liam Flynn will take it. And roll it on over for Alex Yoon out of Seoul, South Korea. Yoon will have to follow it up, but it's taken back by Princeton Day School. Jacoby. Neat little back heel, but taken away by Yoon. Didn't quite get all of that. And this is taken right back by Sedgley. Sedgley trying to work through two. Cuts towards the middle. Still has possession. A little bit of a forearm shiver. Chops it towards the corner, but that's cut off by Yoon. And he's going to try to shield it for a good 10 yards. And it does go out of play for a goal kick, but barely so. Again, if it's close to that end line, yeah, you shield it and go for the goal kick. It's actually, this is a set piece from the side, as they will stop the clock. Nope, they're going to keep it rolling. Again, usually on substitutions, they'll stop it for a second, but it does look like they will keep it going. Clock being held on the other side of the field, so we have no communication. And the clock is kept on the field, but we're doing our best with our scoreboard version on the screen to keep it close. And it is relatively. Great opportunity for Princeton Day School, like a short corner kick all the way across. Headed near side post, up in the air, but saved by Flynn. Trying to get it over his head was A.L. Jacoby, but not a whole lot in the way of power on it. Heading down to 31 minutes left to go. Just about 9 minutes in. Yeah, no stoppage time as well. This is a big giveaway, trying to sneak his way through. Shot towards the goal! Nassim Amer! Big giveaway, and he pops it home. It's 1-0 Princeton Day School. A big-time mistake. Makes it a 1-0 game. You can't give anybody that kind of room. That is just disaster. So taking advantage of it and making it a 1-0 game. Having little issues with the screen, but I assure you it is 1-0. And again, the official time is kept on the field. We're doing our best to keep it close. Play-by-Play Sports Network is spread out today. I think it's 3 or 4 different broadcasts. So skeleton crew here, myself and a cameraman. But certainly do appreciate the opportunity to call some fantastic soccer. Big day on campus, by the way. Again, this is, they call it Fall Week, or Fall Day. Basically, a Princeton Day School against Lawrenceville on every sport in the fall. Yeah, maybe on the far side you can see cross-country going on. But here in soccer, it's one of the Princeton Day School looking for more. It's John Ramos. Up ahead, they're calling this onside for Jacoby. Heading towards the corner, but a bad touch allows Gaw to clear it away. Throw in on the near side, trying to spin away Tate Mott, able to do so well. Has options, tries to go over top and connect with Lacoste. Lacoste knocked away from him by Gregorio Rodriguez. Big Red trying to get some possession time now in the offensive third after giving up the goal. Dilatush held there to be a free kick for Lawrenceville. Aiden McChesney guilty of the foul. Spencer Lee ready to take it. This could be a nice set piece. He's not too far outside the 18, but set way over on the near side. Well, they wanted to move the ball up a little bit. The official right. Liam Flynn, the keeper, telling his team to clear out. He's got this. Punts this out near side. And it's knocked down by Shaw. But he knocked it backwards. Correction, that was Mott who knocked it backwards. Now taken over by Ramos. Tries the cross. Can't get a through ball to Amer. And now the Big Red have some room. Spencer Lee, well, immediately double teamed. That was a great collapse by the midfield. Sedgley. Now for Ramos. Forced backwards. It'll be a throw. And it'll belong to the Big Red. Trip Brown. Now for Mott. Mott through the leg. An opportunity for them to get on the board. So we head down to 25 minutes to go, trailing 1-0. Looking far side post, nobody there. Just got a little bit too much on that. They're going to let that, at least try to let that go out of play, but Mott keeps it alive, but gives it back to the Panthers and see if they can get numbers the other way on the counter punch. Nice look up ahead the near side for Sedgley. Forced to go to the middle, keeps it alive. Back now for Jacoby. Jacoby up ahead with a run. That's onside. He's all alone. Once again, it's a man. Takes a shot and a save by Flynn. Trying to go over his head, but Flynn got the wrists up to parry it away. Great timed run by Nassim Amer. Keeps it 1-0 though on the save by Liam Flynn. Throwing for the Panthers after the clear out, but taken away. And here comes Tate Mott trying to get numbers forward. Up ahead for Lacoste, forced to go backwards against a double team. Tries the far side corner, racing onto it is Teddy Gutman, the senior. Inside the 18, spins, gets off a body, takes a shot, and a kick save by Cucci. Oh, both goalkeepers shining in the last 45 seconds or so. Giving right back, shot from the outside is blocked on top of the 18. That would have been a Herculean shot. Now it's inside the zone, inside the 18. They score! Deflected over for Xavier Lacoste. And it's now 23:53 to go in the first, and it's 1-0. 1-1 rather. Wow, what a goal. Again, that was just perfectly given away, unfortunately. Both goals have kind of been that way in this one. And we are back underway. Tied up at 1. Xavier Lacoste does get credit for the goal. Both teams are basically taking advantage of mistakes. They're trying that far side corner again. Teddy Gutman, local product from Lawrenceville, inside the 18, trying to get to his left. Takes a shot, scores! 2 quick goals for Lawrenceville. And they take a 2-1 lead. Officials are going to talk this over. Not exactly sure why. This could be interesting, but again, they pointed for the goal. I have a hard time believing they would wave this off. But it is a 2-0 game, or 2-1 game rather. So back underway. 2 quick strikes. Lacoste and Gutman. So now let's see if the Panthers respond. But looks like an offside call. And the restart for Ben Wilcox. They're going to go right up the middle this time, but staying with it is Hughes. And on both goals, even though the first one was kind of a defensive mistake, but the whole play started with a through ball to that far side corner. So let's see if Princeton Day School is able to clean that up. Here's Trip Brown, taken away by Ramos. Ramos, oh, nice shoulder barge. Xavier Lacoste was hoping he'd get the throw, but he was fortunate actually not to get the foul. He kind of underhooked the arm. Amer scored the goal that opened the game. Pops it inside the 18, race for the ball. Keeper comes out and drops, but yeah, they'll call a foul. It was in his hand, and they'll just give him possession. And the Princeton Day School player jumped into him. I think that was Jacoby. So the goal kick, or the restart for Lawrenceville on the free kick. Spencer Lee trying to get across. He goes flying, and it'll be a free kick for Lawrenceville. And 2 teams desperate for a victory. Sitting under 500. And you can see it out there, both battling very hard to try to get something going. Long drive inside the 18. Sky up and clear away, but a long shot is way out of play by Gabriel Gauze. Stepped up from his defensive position. Actually, he's kind of moved up into a midfield spot. 2-1 Lawrenceville. Goals by Teddy Gutman and Xavier Lacoste. The lone goal for the Panthers, Nassim Amer. Goal kick out to the center line. Taken back, though, by Mott. Settles it down. Now tries to drive to that same corner, but over the head of Murray. Headed across dangerously, trying to get there is Dilatush. Popped up and taken over, though, by Lee. Tries the near side. Lacoste trying to get through. Lacoste to the outside. Has his left foot free. Tries the cross near side post. Gets out in front. Shot goes high by Gutman looking for his second. He was a little surprised that got through to him. He was kind of on his back leg, leaning backwards. And when you're in that kind of position, you're most likely going to direct it over the goal. So the goal kick for Princeton Day School. Long clear out to center. Shielding. Milan Shah, correction, that's Al Jacoby. Taken back, though, by Brown. As Lawrenceville, after a slow start, has really stepped up. They've carried much of the possession. Getting tripped up is Lou Niakowski. And an easy free kick call for the Panthers. Rodriguez will settle it down. Wait for players to move forward. 7 in front of them. And they're looking far side post. They're just kind of bunched up on the far side of that 18. Looking far side of the box. Headed across, but cleared away by Brown. Panthers trying to get it back ahead, but that header easily knocked away by Lee. Gutman keeps it alive, but gives it away. Sedgley in onside, but directed away by Flynn. And both teams are getting runs, timing the offsides well. This is headed across. And controlled with a bad touch, taken away. Ramos, he's tripped up, and they're telling him, nope, we're going to continue. A legal play. We'll keep on going. Almost getting tripped up is Murray, but they'll play advantage. Lee with a long clear out now to Mott, kept it alive. Back for Brown. Player down back behind the play for Princeton Day School is John Ramos. But they're going to keep play going. Some coaches or fans rather are saying played out of bounds, but an opportunity as it's taken away by Princeton Day School. Now they will stop play. Clock is stopped at 18:26 left to go. Limping off is Ramos, the sophomore. And this will kind of serve as a timeout. They'll let both teams kind of talk it over again. There are normally no timeouts in soccer. But with the amount of time that Ramos is taking to get off, both teams do it smartly, just heading to their bench and talking things over, especially Princeton Day School. They've been having trouble getting out of their own defensive third. These long, basically dump-in attempts by Lawrenceville to the corners have been working quite well. So I certainly would imagine that Princeton Day School is trying to come up with something to combat that. By the way, after this one is over at about 3:30, we'll have the girls' game between Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville School here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. And to make sure that you're in the know as far as what's going on the Play-by-Play Sports Network, you're on YouTube right now watching this game. So make sure you subscribe and click the bell. If you click the bell, you will get notifications. Whenever we go live or whenever we plan an event, even when we put an event up a week ahead of time, you'll know about it. As I'm sure we'll have more in the way of Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville School events coming up over the next few months. Traditionally, over the last bunch of years, we've covered hockey between these two teams. Always a fun event, whether it be here. Last year it was at Hobie Baker Rink on the campus of Princeton University. So I'm not sure where it's scheduled for this year. I'm not sure if we'll be involved, but I certainly hope so. That was a lot of fun. As, again, this unofficial timeout is over. Again, we know the clock on your screen is going, but I assure you the one here is not. $18:26 left to go in the first half. 2-1 lead for the Lawrenceville Big Red. We're down to 1-0. Asim Amer got the goal for the Panthers, but then Xavier Lacoste and Teddy Gutman fouled to give the Big Red the lead. And big-time rivalry as they'll restart with the drop. And well played back to the keeper for the Princeton Day School. High punt, near side, unable to keep it alive. was Mac Dilatush. And here's Aiden McChesney with the throw. Chima Chukumba fresh into the game, wearing number 10 for the Panthers. Tapped up ahead. Luna Lukowski can't control. Tate Mott does. Tries a through ball on the far side. Waiting back on it now is Gutman. Back from Mott, who fouled the play well. Fights through a hand check. Tries to jump his way to the outside, but a good sliding tackle by Fabio Yalis, who's also fresh into the game. Throw in for Lawrenceville. Ben Wilcox looks to take it. We'll try to put some numbers forward inside the box. Coming out for it is Lacoste. Right back to him. Now to Lacoste. Room on the outside. Tries to sneak it through to Gutman. Try to get across with a sliding block. Knocks it away. Good job by Yales to hit the ground. And we'll have our second corner of the game, both belonging to Lawrenceville. Gabriel Gaw listed as a defender, but he's all the way up to take this corner. With 5 inside the box, a little bit of positioning inside the box as Mac Dilatush is right there on the goal line trying to get in the way of everybody. Low drive, unable to catch up to it. Lacoste, it's cleared out. Now Murray keeps up the pressure for the Big Red. For Gaw, juggled and headed forward for Dilatush. Back for the Gaw, but it's going to go out of play. And Princeton Day School, no, it's going to be a foul either way. Princeton Day School will get the restart. Down to 16:30 to go in the first half. 2-1 Lawrenceville. Cleared all the way down. And offside called. Yeah, as you're going to see these officials seemingly far away from the play because they're kind of looking at offside. That one was perfectly called. Gabriel Gaw with a long clear out. Trying to find a way through traffic to connect to Mac Dilatush. Little help coming from Lacoste as he gets to the outside with some space. Just inside the 18, goes wide looking for the cross. Near side post, and it's headed away for another corner. Jacques Hughes skied up for that one. Keeper was ready for it, but as a defender, you don't take a chance. You just get it out of there. Third corner of the game. First time we're seeing it from the near side. Short corner. Lee all the way across. Top of the box. Mott can't knock it down, but it's taken by Murray. Murray trying to jump his way through. Has room in front of him. Gets dragged a bit. Still has possession top of the 18. Lofts it up ahead for Lacoste to the outside. Lacoste stops. Tapped away from him, but again kept alive by Dilatush. Dilatush to his left foot. Drives it low, but cleared away by the Panthers. They are reeling in their own third. And the throw in again for the Big Red. Trip Brown. Gabriel Gaw heading down to 15 minutes to go in the first half. For Brown. Good angle. Lee taps to space for Murray. Murray knocked away, though, by a mare, but taken back on the far side. Nice move by Marcos Maldacena. Maldacena still with it. That's Ben Wilcox. Tapped away by Mott. Followed up. Lee, a drive from way outside. Didn't get all of it, and it goes wide for the goal kick. Under 15 minutes to go in the first half. 2-1 Lawrenceville. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Again, girls' game coming up at about 3:30. So probably allow a little time between the games if this one goes long. So, best bet, keep it where it is. A lot of hand fighting towards the center line and the center circle. Dilatush trying to go up the sideline, but skimmed off the top of his boot. Princeton Day School again. Since the 2 goals, that came in about, I'd say about 2 minutes apart. Lawrenceville's carried a vast majority of the play. Gaw tried to direct it out of play, trying to keep was Brown, but Gaw got his wish. But it is going to be a throw-in for Princeton Day School. McChesney above everybody. Gaw going backwards and out of play. So at very least, Princeton Day School getting some yardage towards the goal. McChesney throws into traffic again. Gaw clears it away again. And he is down. Kind of looking at his left knee. So they'll stop the clock with 13:39 left to go. He's able to get up, and usually when they stop the clock for someone, he's got to come out. And unlike in professional soccer where you only get the 3 substitutions, different substitution rules at this level. So he will come out at least till next whistle. And trying to catch the number of who's coming in. It's number 13, Brandon Agron from West Windsor, New Jersey, not too far away from here. Back underway. Inside the 18. Directed, getting tripped up was Jacoby. They score! Jacoby essentially gives up the body, and Joaquin Rodriguez pops it home to tie the game up at 2. Great follow-up by the freshman midfielder Rodriguez. Very easily could have been a penalty kick, but you'll take the goal every single time. So we are tied up at 2. Down to 13:39 left to go in the first half. That's a great response by the Panthers after, again, kind of reeling in their own third. But kind of a counter punch, and they kind of slowly worked it up the near side sideline, drawing yardage throw after throw. Now the kickoff to restart play. Big Red had it. Cleared down by Gaw. Nice jump by Walker. He'll just direct it up towards the trees. Not sure if the camera's picking it up well, but we're heading towards October. Temperatures are starting to get there, and the trees are starting to look that way as well. This is crossed inside the 18, but it's going to be too close to Flynn. He'll corral it easily. And right away, his first motion after getting the balls, settle everybody down and move everybody up. But it is rolled out, cleared down by Agron. Chested down by a tough touch, cleared away by Lacoste. He went backwards with it. And a throw for Princeton Day School on the far side. Rodriguez, Sedgley, back for Rodriguez, trying to get it back for Sedgley, taken away by Murray. Murray tried to go over top on the run. Dilatush trying to force McChesney off of McChesney, but draws the foul. So it'll be a free kick for Princeton Day School. Down to 12:15 to go in the first half. We're tied at 2. Free kick for the Panthers. Skimmed along by Jacoby. Couldn't quite get it back. Knocked away by Brown. Angled over. Lou Nowakowski trying to get it through traffic. Chested down by Dilatush. Dilatush blocked away. Good work by Amer. There will be a throw for the Big Red. Up the sideline, Brown, but gotta wait for the substitution. 2 fresh players coming in for the Big Red. Marcos Maldacena, along with Alex Shetye. Brown up ahead for Mott. Mott, a lot of room in front of him. Basically inside that kind of a zone. Across now for Spencer Lee. Tapped away from him, and Sedgley trying to get numbers forward. Angle pass for Amer. Amer met right there by Murray. Gets through him. Tries to return. Far side. Nope, Belden Wilcox is there to take it for the Big Red. 11 minutes to go. First half, tied up at 2. Hopped up on Mott. Mott to the outside. Blocked away, though, by Chicumba. Chicumba trying to get it through, but a sliding play by Gaw. It would have worked for Jacoby. He was onside. Chicumba jumped away on a clear by Wilcox. But the Panthers regained possession. Up the sideline, but not to anybody in particular. Across now for Maldacena. Finds room, far side. Angled up ahead for Shetye. And this will be an offside call against the Big Red. They'll restart. Ooh, a lot of collisions there. Powering his way through is Joaquin Rodriguez. Tries to angle forward, but not strong enough for Jacoby. Again, he timed that run well. Just the pass was wanting. They're heading down to 10 minutes to go in this first half. Spinning away Mott. He gets dumped on the play and draws the foul. At first, it looked like they were going to play advantage, but maybe better off trying to move numbers forward here if you're the Big Red. They'll get the free kick, essentially center line. And they'll move just about everybody who's not a defender inside the 18, or at least close to it. They've been successful with these kind of passes during the normal run of play. This is far side post. Pinballed around, but taken away by Chukumba. Chima Chukumba, the junior forward. Room in front of him. Head down, though. Almost got run into by Lee. Tried the return pass. Did Agrid for Chukumba. But didn't get all of it as he was kind of falling backwards. Now here's Mott. Back down for Brown. Brown in a triple team. Throws it to space across for Lee. Too strong for him. Grabbed here by Joaquin Rodriguez. But Lee gets through him somehow. And he'll go to that corner. Directed up ahead. Shetye trying to catch up with it. Tipped. Goal line extended. Out of play. And it does look like it draws the goal kick. Lawrenceville School leading in corners. We're down to 8:35 to go in the first half. We are tied up at 2. Both teams have enjoyed leads. Princeton Day School 1-0 and Lawrenceville 2-1. Big collision. Sedgley a little slow to get up, and he does draw the free kick. Looks like he's okay, though, as he catches that little cross before play resumes. Rodriguez trying to go over top inside the 18, but right into the hands of Liam Flynn. Yeah, and stick around for the girls' game. Approximately 3:30 start. That will close out the day here at Princeton Day School. Shetye trying to get it up the middle, but easily cleared. Skimmed back, but Ryan Walker heads it high. Settled down. William Murray. Angled from Maldacena. Chips it over top. Has a runner. Chested down. Trying to juggle it through his Lacoste. He has a goal already, but unable to finish it off. And it's taken by Cucci. 7.5 to go in this first half. High in the air it goes. Skimmed onside as here comes Chukumba. Chukumba chips towards the far side post. Chima Chukumba makes it a 3-2 Princeton Day School lead. They've been a number of those little runs on either giveaways or brilliant passes and through balls. That one was right onto him, timed well. As Liam Flynn came out to challenge, but got out there late. Chukumba just chipped it, and it nestled its way to the far side post. So it's 7:13 to go in the first. High-scoring first half of play. 3-2 in this back-and-forth game, led by Princeton Day School. Here's Maldacena. Over top, Mott. A little behind him, so he settles it. Mott trying to get across the far side post, but cleared by Rodriguez. Headed along by Lou Nowakowski. Everything in the air as they try to head across for Chukumba. Here's Lou Nowakowski. Big battle here against Tate Mott. Mott goes flying. They'll play advantage, or they'll just have play keep going, and then finally the officials had enough, and it'll be a Princeton Day School free kick. I like the officials letting them play. They're waiting to see something pretty obvious before they blow play dead. And the clock on your screen is incorrect. The correct time is 6:20 left to go in the first half. Just shy of the 18-yard box, but it does find its way to Chukumba. Chips it up ahead. Tried the return. Instead, dumped back, taken over by Jacoby, but it gets through him. Maldacena with a dangerous cross, stepping up Sedgley. Sedgley tried to drag his way through. Goes to the far side. Followed up by Hughes. As Princeton Day School is putting up the pressure. Again, it's a back-and-forth game. Ebbs and flows to this one, as each team has had numerous time in the offensive third. As it heads towards the corner, William Vasquez. Towards that corner, directed off the corner pole. And what will they call here? It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Looked like it might have been a corner at first, if not for the pole being there. But it is, and part of the run of play. Down to 5:30 to go in the first half. on the goal kick up the middle. Hughes had some trouble with it. Bounced over, though, for Mott, and he'll direct it back to Brown. Brown, space up ahead for Lee. Lee with the turn. Tries that far side corner, pass behind Shetya. He's just going to try to keep it alive and does. Decent touch across, gets it right back. Tries to drag his way through, but partially blocked, and Lou Nowakowski takes it for the Panthers. They try a quick counter, but it's hipped away by Walker. Walker gets through to the near side. Nobody there for the Big Red. It'll be a throw for Princeton Day School. We're under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 3-2 lead for Princeton Day School. Flicked away from Amer, who has the first goal of this game. Taking Maldacena. Now for Mott. Good step up defensively by Gregorio Rodriguez. Near side ball. Trying to head his way through is Chukumba. Trying to use his size also against Gaw. Followed up, though, by Maldacena. Taken away, and a little shoulder bar thrown by Chukumba. Not afraid to throw the body. Oh, nice little cut there by Maldacena. Finds some space. Needs a clear up ahead for Mott. Nice return ball from Maldacena, but the pass is wanting. That is cleared by Hughes. Right back up ahead. But to nobody in particular. Good job getting it back to the keeper by the Big Reds. We're down to 4 minutes to go in the first half. Chested by Maldacena. Across for Mott. Taken right back, though. A good step up in the center line by the Panthers midfielders. But a giveaway pass. Lee taps it forward for Shetya. And they'll give and go Murray, but Shetya gets tripped up. It'll be a free kick for Lawrenceville. 3:43 to go first half. William Murray will take the free kick. He's a good distance away as he leaves it aside for Wilcox to take. Yeah, you definitely want Murray to sneak inside the 18. As they will bring 6. They have 7 forward, 6 inside the 18 already. See if they drive it in there. It's going to be a little chip towards the far side post, coming out to grab Cucci. We will tell you now that sunlight might be an issue as we get later in the day, especially in the girls' game. When we did this game a couple of years ago, we basically couldn't see both the camera and your current commentator for the whole second half of that girls' game. Simply because the sun was setting right in our eyes. So hopefully we don't have that much of an issue today. This is a case where cloudiness would be good, as it is right now. 2:38 to go in the first half. Taken away, Princeton Day School. No team is led by more than one. Is getting chopped down was Lou Nowakowski. No call. Trip Brown tried to work through. Lacoste to the outside. Has Shetya with him. Gives it to him, but didn't feel the midfielder. And it is kept alive. And a run up the middle here by Jacoby. But they are going to call offside. I thought he was on, but I'm up here and the official's down there. Down to 2:07 to go in the first half of play. Score correct on your screen. 3-2 lead for Princeton Day School. Pinballs around right into the chest of Maldacena. Jumps his way through, across behind Shetya. Tries to chase and keep it alive and get it deep at least. No deflections, it'll go goal kick. As we're down to 1:35 to go. Crowd starting to fill up a little more. Kind of late arriving. But actually, fans are bouncing from venue to venue. Again, a number of sports going on as we speak. And there is construction on campus with a new field house being built back behind us. So it took a while for me to get through as Murray gets held up. And they will stop the clock for our first yellow of the game. It belongs, unfortunately for him, to Achima Chukumba. Easy calls. He'll sit for the rest of this half. And it's essentially a 5-minute penalty. But unlike in hockey, no change in manpower. Is coming on form is John Ramos. Free kick for Spencer Lee. And clock is stopped with 1:09 to go. It'll restart on the kick. Drive inside the 18 and skimmed Far side post kept alive as actually went off a defender's head. Would have been a corner. Instead, Princeton Day School's keeper, Bruno Cucci, will roll it out to the far side. Under a minute to go in the first half. Again, no stoppage time as Shetya takes it away for the Big Red. Angles it over. Tap back from Murray. Murray drives it low. Maldacena couldn't catch up to it. Goalkeeper comes out to swallow it up. See if they give the 6-second warning. Don't think they will. They'll let him carry it for about 10. And it's punted, but taken center line by Lee. Headed return by Murray. Lee behind Shetya, looking for Murray. Murray gets the deflection. 20 seconds to go. Drive from way outside, goes way wide. And that'll go for a goal kick. Actually, it might have gone for a throw. Now, it was that far off the mark, and that might be the last play of the half. No team is in a rush to play it. Down to 4 seconds left. And that will do it. We are at halftime. High scoring first half of play. Back and forth we went. But after 40 minutes of play, Princeton Day School, they lead 3-2. We'll take a break of about 10 minutes and be back for second half action as you're joining us here on the Play by Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Baker Field on the campus of the Princeton Day School, about to start second half action in this boys soccer matchup between Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville School. Princeton Day leading 3-2. Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. For the Panthers, it was Joaquin Rodriguez, Nassim Amera, and Chima Chukumba with the goals. For Lawrenceville, Xavier Lacoste and Teddy Gutman. So we have switched sides. Lawrenceville in the white, Princeton Day School is in the black and blue. Tom Williams here again. Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to stick around for girls soccer at 3:30. But still have a half to go here as it's warmed up a bit. The sun has come out. It's about 82 degrees. Going to go up to about 85, so it certainly doesn't feel like early fall. But we've had some good breeze, and when the cloud cover is back, it kind of cools down nicely. Hopefully it doesn't affect our camera view at all, as the sun will tend to set right in front of our faces. So here we go. Back underway. And with the kickoff, Lawrenceville had it, but they gave it away quickly. The throw for the Big Red, Teddy Gutman. Sneaking up Spencer Lee. Dropped off. A little bit of a hip check thrown legally by Rodriguez. Just absorbed the contact. This will sneak through, and cutting through here is Jacoby to the outside. Only two numbers in front. Trying to go across to the far side post. Chested down. Top of the box. But then cleared away again by Ryan Walker. Good defensive work from the sophomore from Doylestown, PA. And here come the Big Red. Allowed to go through to William Murray. Just trying to find some space. Murray for Gaw. Gaw trying to shoulder his way forward, gets the contact, and the free kick. He just leaned into a mare, and then when he felt the contact, he went down. Spencer Lee, rather. Nice opportunity for a set piece, well outside the 18, though. So I would anticipate a small wall. It's only going to be two. And an in-swinger to the far side post area. See who makes a run. Here comes a long run-up. It'll be driven towards the far side and high. Wow, that was a surprise. Just got a little underneath that, and it'll be a goal kick for Princeton Day School.
Let's win this, PDS! Let's win this!
Cucci with the goal kick. And he's got a boot to him. He's been kicking him consistently to about the center line. They battle far side. Princeton Day School with it. Chopped high up the sideline, but unable to keep was Chukumba. Again, this is a game that has had a lot of ebbs and flows to it. Each team has dominated portions of the game. Princeton Day School led 1-0. Big Red came back to make it 2-1. Now it's 3-2 Panthers. William Murray takes it. Long, nice angle pass. Dilatosh. Back for Mott. He'll try to go over top. That's been a consistent play. I'm sure both teams' coaching staffs have tried to snuff that out inside the 18, but it's directed away and should be a goal kick. It was right off of Dilatosh. If he gets a good touch, he's in on the keeper by himself. Quarters in the first half, 3-0 in favor of the Big Red. Solly Hilliker's Princeton Day School Panthers have a 3-2 lead. Driving goal kick, certainly usually not what you want. It's easily taken, and was for a second by Mott. Far enough away from the goal that there was no worry. But Big Red getting some yardage again. This is knocked down though for Sedgley, and he'll just clear. They're trying to time the run was El Jacoby. Hopped high in the air again. A lot of body contact. It could go either way. It will be a Big Red throw. Gabriel Goal got the worst of that. Gaw telling everybody to move forward. Wants to drive it. Near side. A little bit over the head of Gutman, trying to chase to the corner. And it will go out of play for a goal kick. Substitution coming in for the Panthers. So that was a little hold up in play. Good job getting up by Murray. Couldn't keep possession, but it's back now for Lee. Lee with a bad touch. Gets through 1, 2, but not 3. It's taken away by Amer. Long clear out to the far side, heading for that corner, but nobody there for the Panthers. So it'll be a throw for Lawrenceville. Oh, clever move back behind, and I thought they were going to go again against Jacumba. He's already got a yellow. He's got to be careful. Good recovery by Lunokowski. And they try to get it back to him, but taken away. Nice little through ball to the near side. Sliding play, though, by Alex Yoon. But it will be a deep throw-in. The music you're hearing is not being played by the PA system. I believe there's a car nearby who's decided to crank it. This is across the box, cleared away once again. Trying to follow up was Amer. Blocked the well, though, by Gaw. And here comes Tate Mott, turning on the speed. Mott, up ahead. Lacoste chips it up ahead, but offside. Dilatush thought he was in, but did not time his run well enough. And dangerously, he still chipped it on goal well after the whistle. A lesser referee could have threw up a card on him. Got to be careful with that. Especially, you got Tate Mott on the team for the Big Red. He's also plays on the Big Red's hockey team. At least he has in the past. Not sure if he'll play this year. But he'll tell him, hey, you do that in hockey, you draw a crowd around you with a lot of potential fisticuffs. Here's Sedgley trying to get it forward for Princeton Day School. Rodriguez, a little bit behind Vasquez. Good job to let it go through. And keeper with an easy grab. Over 5 minutes in to this second half, 3-2 Princeton Day School. It has a early first half feel to it. So nobody wants to make that next mistake as Amer banks it out of play, and you'll get the throw, or at least the Panthers will. Amer scored the first goal, as each team has scored on a defensive giveaway, and a glorious one at that. So it's kind of been an even game. Joaquin Rodriguez taken away. And just a frenetic clear all the way down. Trying to chase is Lacoste. A little bit too strong, and it will be a free kick for the Panthers. I certainly wouldn't say desperation for the Big Red. Again, still relatively early on in the second half. But maybe just got a head of steam and figured he'd give it a go. Rodriguez with a long boot. Helped along by Vasquez. But cleared out of play, and at the very least, the Panthers are picking up some yardage. To the outside, headed along by Jacoby. Jacoby tried the cross, knocked down on the play. And they're calling it incidental contact, and it will be a goal kick. And a sub coming in for Lawrenceville. Nate Wright coming into the game for the first time. So he'll replace Alex Yoon. Wright, a junior from Califon, New Jersey. Sun beaming right into the booth here. And most likely will for the rest of the day. It's been cloudy for the most part. But that's supposed to clear out. It'll be, well, it's still been a beautiful day. Just, again, hope it doesn't goof up our view and, most importantly, the camera's view. Good battle. Throw for the Panthers. Jacumba will leave it aside again. He's got a big body. He's got to be about 6 foot, maybe even bigger. And he's exactly who you want in the middle of that 18 with possible header. Long throw intended for him, but it cleared away. There are a couple of other big bodies in there for Lawrenceville. Headed along, taken back though by Joaquin Rodriguez. Trying to get it back for Sedgley. Sedgley chips up ahead. Looked like it went off the shoulder of Murray. Very close to a handball. Sedgley heads it along over Rodriguez. And a lot of head balls and battles outside that 18. A little bit of a shoulder barge. And it will be a Panther throw. They throw it in quick inside for Rodriguez. Couldn't get a quick turn inside the 18. A fan on the clear goes off a thigh, and they're desperate to clear up ahead. They don't want to give up a corner. Wilcox, a little behind Reig. Reig lost it. Driving shot, and it goes well wide. Just a little bit of a one-timer. Figured he'd give it a shot, catch everybody off guard, but unfortunately just could not direct it on goal. So we're just about 10 minutes into this second half. 3-2 lead for Princeton Day School. They've carried since late in the first half of play. Taken here by Mott. Mott trying to through ball. It's onside. Here's Dilatush. Just wide. Keeper came out to try to cut off and rush him, and it worked. He tried a little chip over Cucci, and it just spun past the near side post. Oh, just about 10 minutes in to this second half. Panthers maintaining a 3-2 lead, a nice little counter punch. And another possibility here for the Big Red. Towards the corner, racing over to Lacoste. It'll go out of play and a Princeton Day School throw. And two referees serving as their own assistants, so to speak. So they're calling offsides. They call everything. Fabio Yalis headed along by Vasquez. Taken back for Mott. Mott, who faked the drive, gets tripped up on the play. Battle on the near side. Taken away by the Big Red. Nice look across by Reig. And slowed down Lee. Back now for Gaw. Again, switching fields slowly. Little through ball. Tapped away nicely, though, by Shaw. Quick response up for Jacoby. He can't control. Over the head, Lacoste. Can't control cleanly, but a bad touch, and now Lacoste catches up to it, throws a little bit of shoulder, and draws the corner. Legal shoulder again. Obviously can't body check like you would in hockey, but shoulder-to-shoulder contact and a nudge, certainly legal. First corner of the half for either team. Fourth of the game for Lawrenceville. Princeton Day School has not had a corner in this one. And Lawrenceville bringing bodies forward to try to tie the game up. Center of the box. Unable to knock it down was Gaw. She was under big-time pressure. Princeton Day School will continue after a lot of body contact. Chipped over top to the far side. Headed along by Rodriguez. Good battle. As Gregorio Rodriguez couldn't catch up. It's lifted back towards the keeper, but then don't think he would have been allowed to pick up, so cleared out of play. A touch. And the throw in for the Panthers. 28 minutes left. Panthers leading 3-2. Game one of our doubleheader. Again, the girls' game coming up at about 3:30. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to those coaches. Had a chance early on to talk to the coaches for this game to get lineup information. With the quick turnaround, may not get the chance to talk to the girls' coaches. Hopefully we can. Dribbling through, here's Lee. Over top, but nobody there. Nobody making the run, so an easy stop by Cucci. And again, PDS is going to take their time. Again, can't really kill 27-plus minutes this way, but it adds up. No reason for him to pick the ball up. He's not under any pressure. Official can tell him to pick it up, but he won't. And now the pickup, now he's forced to move. And once you pick up the ball, technically you have 6 seconds to get rid of it. The rare 6-second call. So here's Mott. So after all of that, Big Red take it right back. Oh, nice look into space. Oh, and across for Gaw. Up the middle with nobody making a run again. Maybe thinking Gutman would have cut across. I think that's exactly what Lee. I think that's Lee. Might have been Gaw. No, that is Gaw. Kind of right after the play. Looked at Gutman and kind of flashed his arm saying, I thought you were coming across. Poorly timed bounce. Dilatush. And he'll direct it back. Racing is Murray. Now for Wilcox. Big Red going backwards, but again with possession, so it doesn't bother them all that much. So here's Flynn. Flynn to the near side. Directed out of play, nobody there. And it looks like we will have a substitution for Princeton Day School. Jacoby coming out. I think that is Joaquin Rodriguez coming in for the Panthers. The throw by Yalis. Headed along towards the corner, race for the ball. Good cut off by Reig, and waited for help. Clear out pass for Mott. Mott with his head up. Trying to find a way through, over top, looking for Gutman. Gutman onside, wide of the 18. Tries to settle, lost it off his boot, and it will go for a goal kick before he could cross. And Lawrenceville down by 1, heading down to 25 minutes to go in this second half of play. Beautiful day here in Princeton. Long run by Cucci, didn't get all that one. Donaire couldn't control. He's getting his first action of the game for the Panthers. So here's Yalis. Thrown deep. Skimmed along, but out of play, and it'll be a throw-in for Lawrenceville. Yeah, these battles right here on the sideline, on the touch lines, are huge. And they're, I wouldn't say vicious, but certainly important and well contested. This is over the top, looking for a run on the far side, but headed away. Trying to grab it is Lacoste. He's already got a goal in this one. He's dumped on the play, but able to drop it off. Dilatush couldn't work through. Now the possible counter for Princeton Day School. Up towards the corner, too strong for a mare. Gaw is back and clears it out of play. This should be a throw. Yep, it is. I think Lawrenceville wanted a substitution, not going to get it with the Princeton Day School throw-in. Actually, no, it's going to be a free kick. Oh, it's a throw. He has it in his hand. Didn't see it there at first. Long throw inside the 18, but directed up top. 50-50 ball, dangerous kick, not called. And Lawrenceville with possession. Dilatush tries a turn. Drops it back, the return. Collision, and it will be a big red, either a throw or a free kick. They're going to let it be a throw. Certainly could have been a free kick with that collision there. Looping ball headed along by Dilatush. I'll say not a whole lot of consistent pressure or possession for either team. Little giveaways in the center third. Maldacena takes it back for the big red. Gaw for Reig. And then off the side of a boot, and Lawrenceville can't keep. A throw for Princeton Day School. 3-2 game, all goals coming in the first half. Both teams have tightened up defensively. Long look up ahead, headed away by Gaw. Trying to get it for Dilatush, keep it alive. Will be a throw for Lawrenceville. The toss up ahead. Hughes with the clear. Vasquez trying to get across, headed away by Gaw. Volleyed over from Mott, who settles it down, fights his way through Hughes. Over now for Lacoste, gets to the outside. Dilatush jumps his way through, has room in front of him. Thought about a strike, tried to dribble through, but then cleared away by Jacques Hughes. So the Panthers bent but did not break, as expect the push here from Lawrenceville as we head towards the halfway point of the second half. Cleared out of play, or at least it is heading towards the corner, and it will be a goal kick. Tough break for Lawrenceville, so they would have preferred a deep throw. And certainly expect the Lawrenceville push once we get later in this half, down by 1. So they want them to see some numbers forward. Just head along by Lacoste. Battle with Maldacena. Lost it. Japped up ahead. Mott to the outside for Dilatush. Dilatush, square ball to Mott. Has to play it wide. Good pressure put on, though, by Lunakowski. angled and taken away and cleared, and offside called. The Seaman man was probably about a half a body off. It was very close. Not sure he would have gotten to it anyway, but the official called it quickly.
Let's go, PDS. Let's win it back.
Just about halfway through the second half of play, and we haven't seen a goal. So a 5 in the first half. As that went off of the foot of Yalis. And a chance for a relatively deep throw for the Big Red. They will get some substitutions in there. Wilcox will take the throw. Wilcox. Trapped by Lacoste. Sneaks it through for Rye. Rye tries to get inside the 18. The return to Lacoste was wanting. Here's Wilcox. Drives it far side post. On the race is Shetya. But he won't be able to keep it alive, and it'll go for a goal kick. They are going to stop play, and I believe we might actually have a hydration break. It might have warmed up enough in the officials' eyes to warrant the hydration. We are just a little halfway past the halfway point of the half. That's a lot of halves, but either way, they go for the hydration break. And usually it's over 85 degrees. I'm not sure what the high school rule is. But we will have a bit of a hydration break, and we can recap essentially the first portion of the half. And possession, few opportunities towards goal, and that's pretty good news for Princeton Day School. They're already up by 1. So the status quo for them won't be so bad. But certainly both teams will talk over how to finish off this game the way they want. Princeton Day School is trying to stay strong. Probably keep about 8 behind the ball. While Lawrenceville, expect them to start pushing up numbers, especially once you get down to triple digits, under 10 minutes to go in the half and in the game, so to speak. By the way, a reminder, coming up at 3:30. We keep it right here after this one is over. We will have the girls' game. Again, that's coming up at 3:30, Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville. And that will be an intriguing battle. Again, this game here, the boys' game, two teams kind of desperately looking for a victory. But for the girls, it's a completely different situation. Princeton Day School, a 7-1 record, while Lawrenceville, they're 1-3-1. So you certainly could say, at least on paper, that could be easy for Princeton Day School. But once you get these rivalry games, two schools about 5 miles apart from each other, they play in every single sport. They know each other. If these kids are local, they probably played against each other in youth ball. You know it's going to be, you can just throw out the records. So it'll be intriguing to see. So after the hydration break, goal kick for Princeton Day School. And we will just wait for the official to get things started. As again, it is starting to warm up out there. So back underway. Lawrenceville's starting to push forward already, down by 1. We will see how Princeton Day School responds. Moved up here. Kevin Chang back into the game. Drive across towards goal. Little trouble with it, but Cucci stays with it well and covers up. And a long drive from outside by Gabriel Gaw. Headed along by Sedgley. Through him. Returned Lacoste. Trying to go to the outside. Intended for Mott. And Lawrenceville starting to load up on that far side. Over the head of Shetya. Tries to catch up to it. Knocked away, but it does turn into a Big Red throw. Ryan Walker, the sophomore from Doylestown, PA. Little throw in for Lawrenceville. Chested down by Lacoste backwards, but nobody was ready for it. Mott was a little bit off his line. PDS at this point, they are thinking counterpunch. A little bit of a trip and an easy call as Murray's guilty. Free kick for the Panthers. Joaquin Rodriguez, a little slow to get up, but heading back into play. And if you're Princeton Day School, again, you can see them taking their time. They'll want to just get it deep. They're not going to throw a whole lot of numbers forward. Basically, you'll have 3 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders back. This is inside the box. Directed high. Kept alive, though, by Gaw. And this will be a throw. Basically right at the flag. So that's as close to a corner that Princeton Day School has had. They have no corners in this game. Lawrenceville School has 4. Only 1 in this half. That's still an opportunity for the Panthers if they want to push some numbers forward to see if they can double their lead. No team is led by more than 1. All the way across, headed by Gaw, helped along by Mott. And now here's Chang. Chang to the middle. Angled across. Connects to Lacoste. Tries to go over the top. Headed away, though, by Hughes. Hughes goes down, wants a push call, and he gets it. Yeah, he kind of was up in the air. Made the header. But Lacoste kind of gave him a little bit of a shove as well.
Go, PDS!
So Panthers will get the free kick. Gregorio Rodriguez, and that is going to be a foul against the Big Red as Murray ran over his man. Last thing they want to do is allow easy yardage. Rodriguez does not play at this time. And Princeton Day School is going to eat a little bit more in the way of clock. Joaquin Rodriguez, the freshman, he's got a goal in this one. Certainly has the power to direct it far side post if somebody wants to make a run. There are 5 forward on that line. And a 6-player square if he wants to get it across as well. Drives it in, but it only in-swings a little bit. An easy clear out. Going to be dropped off. Volleyed forward by Ramos. Inside. Volley towards the goal, but an offside will be called. As Rodriguez was just too close to the keeper. Even if he didn't touch, he was impeding. So no choice but for the official to call the offside. This is all killing clock, though, for the Panthers. They're up by 1. Good chest away. Trying to sweep it forward. Chang sneaks it up ahead, but a good reach back by Sedgley, and he'll draw the foul. Tate Mott just kind of reached onto his shoulder and pulled back. Princeton Day School looking to get a fresh member on. That is Chima Chikumba. We've seen what he's been able to do on both sides of the ball. He has a goal and a number of defensive stops. He's got size to him. Listed as a forward, but he comes back as kind of an attacking midfielder. Lifted inside the box, but doesn't get to the keeper. Headed away by Walker out of play. A little interesting that Princeton Day School is actually, I wouldn't say they're pushing forward, but they're getting forward push as Chikumba comes on. And he's a big target out there for a throw, a kick, or what have you. This is going to go over his head. Side of the box. Trying to shield for a corner, directed out of play, and it will go for a goal kick. I think at one point, I believe Rodriguez was on the goal line. Did all he could to just shield. Figured he had no choice but to direct it out. Well, for the last 5 minutes or so, Lawrenceville Big Red has been kind of stuck in their own defensive third. I think they want to change up the ball there. Not sure exactly why. So they get a new one in there, and they're ready for the goal kick. Headed along to the near side. On the bounce, Yalis. The center circle, taken by Lee. Tries the far side. Tip back from Mott. Trying to juggle to the outside, but Yakumba gets in the way, and it'll be a throw for the Panthers. I would expect every single throw will not be taken by the Panther who picks it up. He's going to pick up and drop. Again, killing an extra 20 seconds if they can. The lead is only 1. Headed along towards the corner. Cut off, though, by Ryan Walker. He'll get the throw. Gabriel Gaw. Drives up the sideline. Headed up by Lacoste. Tipped along. Chicumba can't keep it alive. But it will be a throw for the Panthers. Throw up ahead. A lot of work on that far side. A little bit of a drag down, and it will be a throw for the Big Red. Again, just saw an arm reach out. Not exactly sure whose, but arm reach out and yank him down. And whoever that is on the far side is a little slow to get up. They may take him out of this. They're going to keep the clock rolling, though. That's good news for Princeton Day School. Usually with a suspected injury, they will stop the clock. And not into panic time yet for the Big Red, but again, they've been stuck in their own defensive third for the better part of about 7 minutes. They need to start getting some offensive push, down by 1. Headed along, though, by Vasquez. Nice cut to the middle by Wilcox. Clears it across. Very aggressive midfield for PDS as the through ball by Sedgley is intercepted. They take it away and couldn't quite get through. Gaw. Now for Wilcox. Wilcox moving forward. He's a defender playing kind of a midfield position. Nice move by Lou Nowakowski. And then here is Chima Chicumba to the outside. Great dribbling skills. Lost it. Tried to chip it up into the corner, but taken back by the Big Red. Angled over for Maldacena. Maldacena here for Mott. Good cutoff though by Sedgley. To the outside, Vasquez. As there's a Big Red player down right in the middle of the play. And Princeton Day School does the right thing, sportsmanship-wise, and it clears it out of play. And the clock will stop. 11:39 left to go. And they're actually bringing out the cart for this Big Red player. Blocking our view, so not sure who it is. But I will say that both teams will take advantage and get some hydration. And talk it over with coaches as well. Getting down to the last portion of this game. All goals coming in the first half. Princeton Day School took a 1-0 lead. Lawrenceville made it 2-1, and then Princeton Day School came back to make it 3-2. Your goal scorers for the Panthers: Joaquin Rodriguez, Nasima Mayer, and Chima Chicumba. For Lawrenceville, Teddy Gutman and Xavier Lacoste. Both teams desperate for a victory here. Princeton Day School a 2-5 record. Lawrenceville at 1-3-1. So trying to head towards a 500 record, and always that kind of effort begins with your next game. This is a big one. Heading towards about the halfway point of the season. About another month or so to go. The regular season usually ends early November, late October. So if you think about it, about 5-6 weeks left means about 10 to 12 games. Usually play at least 2 games a week, if not 3. By the way, the schedule coming up for both of these squads. Coming up for Lawrenceville, they'll play at home on Wednesday against St. Benedict's Prep. Princeton Day School will also be at home on Thursday. So they'll take on the Hun School. As they'll just take the player off in the cart. Looked like he could have walked off, but he's not exactly laying down in the cart. He's in the passenger seat. So we'll get ready to resume play. 11:39 on the official clock. You're at Baker Field in Princeton, New Jersey, on the campus of the Princeton Day School. Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. A lot of action today on the Play-by Sports Network with Morristown Baird football. I think Petty football is going on as we speak. I think that's it. Still, that's enough. A lot going on. And if you want notification whenever we go live, click subscribe, click on the bell, and you'll get notification whenever we schedule an event, 30 minutes before an event, and when the event eventually goes live. Throw-in will be taken by Princeton Day School, and they'll play it back to their own keeper. Certainly not what the Big Red wanted to do, down by 1, but it's the right decision as far as it goes. Last opportunity for Princeton Day School. Possible foul from just outside the area. Rodriguez down, a little slow to get up. They almost made it a 2-1 2-goal game. The clock goes down to 11 minutes left to go. And this will be dumped right back to the keeper after the intentional clear out. Under 11 minutes to go. They stop the clock again at 10:45. Back underway. Chima Chukumba can't keep it going. It'll be a Lawrenceville throw. They lead 3-2. Ankled along by Reig, fresh into the game. Popped away, but chested down by Gaw. Under pressure from Amer. Just trying to get some yardage on the far side, and Big Red are making a run. Walker heading to the corner against Sedgley. Sedgley boots it out of play, and it'll be a throw for the Big Red. I try the long throw. Oh, they fake it and go short. Now the cross. Headed along by Maldacena, but wide. He's pressured the whole way. That was pretty much the only place it was going to go. Under 10 minutes to go. Here in the second half, a 3-2 lead for the Princeton Day School. Lawrenceville starting to get some push forward. Headed by Chang to the far side, but nobody there except for Shetya, but it missed him. Shetya, looked like it went off his arm. It'll be a throw at least for Princeton Day School. Would be shocked if they just want to get it deep, but it comes up ahead. Chukumba had to step across, fires, it's blocked. And that will be the first corner of the game, I believe, unless it missed everyone. Wow, I guess it did. There were two defenders, and I guess he just tried to sneak it through a hole, and it missed the goal. It is going to be a goal kick for Lawrenceville, so big time break for the Big Red. So we're heading down to 8:45 to go. The goal kick, not taken all the way, headed away by Hughes. Princeton Day School actually starting to push forward. But taken right back by the Big Red. Mott cleared off the top of the scorer's area. And it'll be a throw in for Princeton Day School. Long throw in towards the corner, went off ahead, and that's going to be a corner. So now there's the first corner of the game for the Princeton Day School. Let's see if they can do something with it. So we're heading down to 8 minutes left to go. They'll take it on the far side. And I would imagine they're going to bring a ton of numbers forward, but not as many as you would think. There's only 4 lining the 18. Drive to the near side post, trying to sneak it past the keeper, but Flynn was waiting. This is taken away, though, for Sedgley. Sedgley gets through a couple. Sedgley has room in front of him. Inside the 18, trying to drive wide, but Gaw takes it clean. Gaw lost it. Sedgley reaches back for it. Sedgley going wide, looking for the cross. Sedgley heading to the corner, maybe trying to draw another corner kick. There's a couple there. Directed out of play, and it will go for a goal kick. That is nicely done. And Sedgley fell down, was in a very prone position, so Lawrenceville just banked it off him and got themselves a goal kick. But they are stuck in their own third and have been for the last couple of minutes. 7 minutes to go. Down by 1. Goal kick again, but it does not find a white shirt. But they'll try to battle for it. Popped up by Rodriguez, headed back to him. And he'll just parry it away. The step up over the head of Wilcox. Murray tried to jump through. And Chukumba can't get through. Chukumba trying to power through two. Chukumba gets through two, but not three. Still trying to work his way through. Takes it back, takes a shot, and it goes wide. Nose for the ball, then nose for the goal by Chima Chukumba. But just could not get the finish. So the goal kick for Lawrenceville. Getting down one, but forced to defend the last few minutes. Cross it goes. This is Spencer Lee. William Murray. Marcos Maldacena. There's a player down for Princeton Day School. That's El Jacoby. Not sure what that is. It's got to be a cramp. As Gaw will keep playing. Angled forward for Reig. Reig moving up. Through ball. He's in. Deflected away to the far side. The cross is high. Near post. Nobody there for the Big Red. They continue play. Chima Chukumba draws the throw. And now they will stop play. We're down to 5:31. And back behind the play, it was El Jacoby. Again, this seems like a cramp. He wasn't touched. Might have just tweaked his leg a bit. And he's going to go for a ride inside the cart. And they let play continue simply because he was a forward player and wouldn't have been involved defensively anyway. And again, at this point, it's a nice sportsmanship move to play it out of play, but at this point, the Big Red desperate for a goal to get back into this game. Will be a throw for Princeton Day School, and if I were them, I wouldn't give it back. And they're not going to. They're going to play it forward. Headed along. Chukumba trying to clear. Draws the throws. He directs it off of Mott. Oh, they're going to go the other way with it. Wow. I think the official missed that one as Mott throws up the sideline. Chested down by Gutman. Can't get it across. Cleared back to the center line as the defenders start to push forward. Gaw moved up ahead, and at this point, last 5 minutes of the game, Princeton Day School may just stay back and clear. But Chima Chukumba might be running a marathon out there, just kind of like in a pressure mode. Goes towards the corner. Gutman back up top. Pass a little bit behind Chang. He lets it go back into space for Reig. Reig drives it forward, headed across by Gutman. Juggled, controlled by Chang. Chang back down for Wilcox. Not a lot of space for the Big Red to work. Taken back by Princeton Day School and cleared out of play by Joaquin Rodriguez. Not what he wanted to do. Wilcox with the throw. Mott, little shove from behind, taken over by Amer. Amer will drive it away. Now it'll be a race for it as Chukumba battles with Gaw. Gaw shoulders him off. Chukumba gets through him, and they'll call the foul against Chukumba. That's a tough break. Gabriel Gaw kind of leaned into him. Then when Chukumba blew past him, he went down, and he's stretching out. He may be dealing with a cramp. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second half of play. And because of the clock stoppage, I would imagine that Gabriel Gaw will have to come out of the game. Coach Blake Eldridge will meet him halfway. They're going to allow him to stay in. That's a little bit of some doubt. They have to have him come off. That's what they're saying. They're about to restart. So he will come off. That's a break for Princeton Day School. He does a very good job of moving the ball forward. Trip Brown comes in. So now only 3 back for Lawrenceville as they start to push up some numbers. The free kick will restart play. Trying to bounce inside the 18. Letting it go is Rodriguez. Pressure put on by Gutman. And this will go out of play. It'll be a throw for the Big Red. Under 4 minutes to go. 3-2 Princeton Day School. throw from Wilcox, back to him. Back and forth, Mott trying to get across, deflected and cleared away by Joaquin Rodriguez. Another race for the ball, coming back William Murray. Murray just directs it out of play. Chima Chukumba, that's exactly what his role is going to be. Kind of a forechecker to make sure that it's not an easy ingress back into the defensive 13. Joaquin Rodriguez. For Chukumba, he's jumped on. And they don't call the foul, they call the throw. And Murray kind of landed on his back. Now they are going to call the play. Free kick. Nassim Amer. Not going to bring a whole lot of weight in numbers forward. Only 3, now 4 inside the box. Drive towards the far side. Goes way out of play. It'll be a throw. That's actually not a bad play at all. Princeton Day School killed some extra clock. Chukumba is on the forecheck again, so to speak. Throws a little bit of a shoulder. And it will be out of play, but a big red throw. Under 2.5 left to go. Big Red will now have to get desperate to tie this game up. This is all killing clock. Clock should be running, and it is. Back underway. The throw. Knocked out a play by Amer. Yardage gained, but the clock continues to roll. Ryan Walker up the sideline. Bad touch. Walker tries to follow it up. And it'll be another throw over the Big Red. In now for Chang. Chang trying to get a turn knocked away from him. And then cleared over the center line. Chukumba knocked away, though, by Murray. Murray keeps it alive. Under 2 minutes left to go. Switch fields all the way across, but it looks like it might be way too strong. Gutman chasing. He'll head it along, but can't keep it in. It'll be a throw for Princeton Day School. 1:30 left. Fabio Yalis has no problem taking his time getting this throw in. High in the air, headed along though by Wilcox. Back for Hughes. Taken by Rye. Across for Mott, trying to find some space, but Princeton Day School has 10 back. Through ball, almost snuck in, goes towards the far side corner, and it'll go for a throw. The question is, whose throw will it be? It'll be the Big Reds, as we're down to a minute to go. They maintain possession, trying to keep up the pressure, but tapped away. It'll roll out of play. Another throw, but further back. Gutman. Murray. Correction, this is Walker. Cross looking for Wilcox. Block. Wilcox from way outside. It's blocked. He's trying to get something going. Because again, everybody back for Princeton Day School. Except for one. That's Chukumba. Right now, essentially a power play. Oh, big collision. Incidental contact inside the box for Lacoste. Can't get it. Cleared away by Hughes. Under 30 seconds. Headed along by Chukumba. Taken back by Murray. Angle pass. Chukumba blocks. And then cleared by Rodriguez. High in the air. It'll be a foul. But the Big Red need to hurry. Murray all the way inside the box. Towards the goal. It'll be allowed to go wide as Gutman was just about there. That should do it. With 3 seconds left, Princeton Day School will not have to kick. That'll do it. Princeton Day School comes up with a big 3-2 victory over Lawrenceville. Great effort back and forth. Offensive in the first half. In the second, the defenses have really clamped down. Towards the end of the game, you could see that Lawrenceville was really putting on a push. But 9 behind the ball for Princeton Day School, and they come away with a 3-2 victory. So Princeton Day School improves to 3-5. Lawrenceville, they drop to 1-4-1. Next up for Lawrenceville, Wednesday at home against St. Benedict's Prep. Next up for Princeton Day School, Thursday at home against the Hun School. Once again, our final score, the Princeton Day School Panthers 3, the Lawrenceville Big Red 2. For all of us here at Baker Field in Princeton, New Jersey, this is Tom Williams saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at about 3:30 as the girls' matchup will begin between Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you real soon. From Baker Field on the campus of Princeton Day School in Princeton, New Jersey, the Play-by-Play Sports Network is proud to present a New Jersey high school girls soccer matchup between the Panthers of the Princeton Day School and the Big Red from the Lawrenceville School. Hi again, everybody. My name is Tom Wilms. Thanks so much for joining us for the second half of our doubleheader after Princeton Day School. Got the day off right for the Panthers with a 3-2 win in boys soccer action. Princeton Day School at the girls, well, they are 7-1. Last game for them was on Tuesday, a 4-0 win over Petty, while Lawrenceville, slow start not only to the number of wins, but to the number of games. They've only played 5. They are 1-3-1, coming off a 3-2 loss to Germantown Academy on Wednesday. Last year, Princeton Day School won 3-0. That could be the way it goes this year, but Lawrenceville has really tested themselves this year. 2 of their losses coming against schools from New England, so they're really stretching their geography, so to speak, to really challenge as many comers as possible. As we are just about ready to go, Lawrenceville, they are in the white. Princeton Day School is in the black, waiting for the officials to get things rolling, and we are underway. Again, Tom Wilms here. Thank you so much for joining us. Princeton Day School running a 4-2-3-1. Their goalkeeper, Riley Felsher, a senior and commit to New York University, so she'll be a Violet next year. Lawrenceville Big Red possesses, though, as Kate Riley to the outside connects to Sid Cornell, taken away, and up the sideline goes Sophia Miranda. Through ball up ahead, but cut off well by Noelle Rustico, and in on the goalkeeper, Jazz Barco. Looking at the starters for the Princeton Day School, Kelly Beal, Ashlyn Macco, Anna Elwood, Brianna Asbury, Jules Romano, Tulsi Parry, Sophia Miranda, Grace Romano, along with Ariana Jones and Kaylin Jones. Well, look at the starters for Lawrenceville when time does allow. She's directed out of play by the center mid, Mandy Vogel. The forward is Isabella. One of the forwards is Isabella Ricardo. Holly Rose defending. Playing midfield, Maggie Ross. Normally wears number 6. We were told she's wearing number 17. As putting on the pressure is Kate Riley, the junior from Norwood, New Jersey. She's a midfielder, heading towards the corner. Good takeaway, and it's still in play. Shielded well by Princeton Day School, trying to spin out of there as Jules Romano gets out of there. Up now for Macco. Taken here by Jones. Jones to the outside, just goes up the sideline for a clear. Race for the ball. 2 Big Red, 1 Panther, and the Panther almost came up with it. She'll actually will come up with it. The cross is cleared away, though. By the way, if you're just joining us, the white lines is what you're looking for. Ignore all the others. Nice cross and a good run into the box to the near side, but then tapped away by Carolyn McLaughlin, the senior from Pennington. Back in towards goal, but Jazz Barco will take over. Looking at the rest of the starters for the Big Red, Marcia Ojo, Paige Gillen, Sid Cornell, and we did mention Carolyn McLaughlin for the Lawrenceville Big Red. Coming the other way, or actually going backwards with it, is Anna Elwood. Back to the keeper, Felsher. But only as far as Kate Riley. Heads it along for Cornell, trying to cross. The angle ball through, but cleared away off the 18-yard box. Trying to get pressure on. Cornell can't sneak in. Tipped outside, Riley. Good pressure put on by the Big Red. Inside for Ojo. Now for Riley. Riley with the cross, near side post, but need away. Kept alive, though, by the Panthers. Taken here by Kaylin Jones. Banked by Macco to go out of play, and it'll be a Panther throw. Beautiful day, but certainly doesn't feel like fall just yet. 85 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and talking to the officials and the coaches, we will have hydration breaks halfway through each half. So best whistle after the 20-minute mark. They'll try to get the hydration break in. It's agreed upon by all parties. Not sure if it was really mandated by state rules. As this stays alive. And controlled here, trying to work up is Ariana Jones. She is tripped up hard on the play by Noelle Rustico. but not hard enough to draw a foul, or draw a card rather. Anna Elwood. Long way to get it inside the box. As they'll start to bring numbers forward. About 5 inside the box now for the Panthers. Long run up. Looking far side as it lofts over. Headed towards the goal and easily stopped by Jess Barco, the senior from Rahway, New Jersey. A lot of local flair for this Lawrenceville club. Play in the midfield, Mandy Vogel. Looking for the through ball, but knocked away by Jules Romano. Cross, spin by Ojo. Trying to get it over to space. Drive from the outside. Easy stop from Riley Felsher. I like the aggressiveness, but a shot from 25 yards out, you really have got to crack it and aim it well at this level. Otherwise, it's not going to beat the keeper. But turns into a shot on goal, though. Racing back here, Paige Gillen. Thought about going the middle, then turned sideline. Ariana Jones with the take. Step up by Rustico. Taken back. Shot from the outside and right in on the keeper, Barco. So each keeper has had relatively easy touches from 20 to 25 yards out. But we do stay scoreless. So we're just about 6 minutes in. Elwood tries the far side. Taken over by Mandy Vogel at a Yardley PA, not too far from here. Up the sideline. And it does look like it'll be a Lawrenceville throw, though, so no deflection. And sunny right now, but it'll cool down if the clouds make an appearance to cover up the sun. And we'll apologize in advance. We may have issues with vision as we move along. So the sun will, of course, go lower in the sky to the west. That's where we're pointed. Hopefully it won't affect your vision or mine. More importantly, yours from the cameras. Here's Kate Riley going backwards. Rustico. McLaughlin. Good pressure put on by Mako. But then angled for Riley. Riley moving up on the near side. Chip up ahead. Good return towards the corner. Not quite able to keep it alive on the give and go. Throw in for Princeton Day School. Sophia Miranda skimmed off the head of Jones. Rustico plays the volley. Top of the 18, but cleared away. Good job getting in the way of that by Tulsi Pari. Racing to that sideline with Isabella Ricardo. Unable to keep, but she will draw the throw. Just about 7 minutes in, no score. Both teams have had okay shots on goal. Nothing really glorious, no big diving saves or anything like that. Nice turn here. But that's driven wide by Ojo. She got a lot on that one. Just got to keep it down. Riley Felsher. Quick restart on the goal kick. Aslan Mako. Up the middle, chested down by Rustico. McLaughlin across. Smart play along that defensive line here for Paige Gillen. And to the far side. Back for Gillen. Dribbles forward a step. Can't quite get it to Vogel. Vogel almost took it back. Actually does take it back from Mariano Jones. Drives it forward, trying to knock it down Cornell. Cornell forced back. Square ball over, but intercepted by the Panthers. Here's Ross, and takes it back. Up the sideline, but unable to keep it alive was Riley. So here's Sophia Miranda up the sideline. High in the air, no possession yet. Now here's Mako. Across now for Romano. Romano right up the middle with space. Romano tries to squeeze through herself with a little nutmeg move. Side of the 18, tries to drive across. That's blocked, stays in. Ooh, and a bit of a fall down, but a nice recovery to clear. That's every defender's nightmare. But good recovery after the misstep. Ariana Jones with the throw. She's going to try to get it inside the 18. Long throw inside. There's a lot of space in there as it's headed away. Still top of the box. Circling back, Rose. Forced to the outside, taken away, and a shot is blocked by Barco. Low drive, Well, it does look like Barco was pretty much right on that post anyway. Didn't have to really react. We're just about 9 minutes in, still scoreless. Trying to lift forward. Riley into 3. Cornell tries to squeeze through and does. Has numbers forward. Tries the through ball, but taken away by Parry. Goes off a body and out of play, and I think it's going to go for a goal kick, and it does. First little bit of substitution of the game. 2 fresh in for Lawrenceville. Alexis Terumians is in, wearing 16. Maxima Malgat is in, wearing number 3. Malgat from Malmak, Aruba. Here's Rustico. Gillen. Directed back by Vogel. Racing over Rose. Rose under pressure. Trying to keep it alive, and then she decides to let it go out. And it will be a throw for the Big Red. 10 minutes in, no score. And clouds have come in, so it immediately cools down about 5 degrees. On this turf, that is huge. Again, this is sport turf, so it'll be a little bit warmer than grass. Ball will also bounce high as this is an angle pass taken by Riley. Riley tried to go over top, didn't get all of it. Tries to follow it up herself and does. Riley being shouldered by Asbury. Riley gets it back after the tip ahead. Harassed from behind. A lot of room in front of her, though. Tries the angle pass, little behind Malgat. And then lifted away by Mako. Now chested down by Rustico. First real bit of offensive pressure put on by either team. Again, both teams have had a couple of one-off shots, but no real consistent pressure. Just directed out of play off of Parry. And another substitution coming in for Lawrenceville School. Coming in, Julia Chang, freshman from nearby West Windsor. Ricardo brings it back. Step up. Trying to spin forward, Ojo. Saw her earlier getting a good shot off, a little high, but she got a lot of powers. Ricardo, long cross, too strong for Malgat. She'll chase to the near side and can't keep it alive. It'll be a throw for Princeton Day School. So again, first real bit of consistent possession inside an offensive third. See how Princeton Day School can respond now. They can get anything rolling. Good through ball up ahead, running around Romano, but she's cut off by Rustico. Cleared out of play. It'll be a throw at very least for the Princeton Day School. Ariana Jones trying to get it to Romano. Romano forced backwards, but she has plenty of time and room. The return, looking for Asbury, couldn't get it to her. Asbury takes it right back. Through Romano, the angle pass is cleared. Followed up by Elwood. And now taken by Parry. Bit of a juggle. Elwood, clear to the far side. Kept alive by the Big Red. Princeton Day School starting to slowly move forward. But no real consistent pressure in possession. Long dump out. And Elwood will chase it back and just accept the throw. Tulsi Parry, the senior, with the throw. Asbury can't work through. Taken by the Big Red, but too strong for Ojo. And she's someone I'm going to keep an eye on, because just seeing her release on a shot earlier. She's able to get free anywhere within the 18. If that's her consistent shot, certainly would suggest she takes it. Princeton Day School draws the free kick after the push by Paige Gillen. Sophia Miranda, Jules Romano. Pass up ahead, nobody there. She was just looking for space and an easy clear for Terumians. Elwood, up now for Asbury. Good step up, but she fights through one, not two. Maggie Ross lost it. Romano to the outside, just trying to get it deep. Taken back, though, by Paige Gillen. You know, Gillen's playing that left side back position. She seems like someone who is going to be kind of a captain of this defense as this is going the other way. Touched up by Ojo. Ojo trying to get through Jones. Ojo to the outside. Passes a little strong for Ricardo and unable to keep. It'll be a throw-in for Princeton Day School. Substitutions on both sides. Kirsten Ruff into the game for the first time for the Panthers. Dylan Wellborn comes in for the Big Red. Oh, big collision, and that's all called legal. Mako forced back, taken back by Malgett. Gets the return, and they have numbers in space. Malgett moving into that space. Trying to get across, but the pass was short. Ricardo comes across the 18, tries to drive, blocked. Wasn't able to really step into it. As Wellborn lost it. And the Panthers get to the outside. So here's Mako. Trying to through ball up ahead. Staying with shoulder to shoulder. Rustico forces her out, but a throw. And new substitutions, one on either side. Under 25 minutes to go. That's first half action, and we are scoreless. Ariana Jones with the throw. Jones looking for the long throw inside the 18. Connects, but then chested down and cleared. I believe that was Riley inside. But another throw, and now consistent pressure. This is thrown into space this time inside the 18. Maybe trying to draw a corner. Now here's a cross, but blocked. And then cleared away high. That's good work defensively for the Big Red. Trying to counter, Wellborn. Trying to get across. Couldn't get it to Malgett. Now taken by Elwood. Nice pass up ahead. Jammed to the outside. And the Panthers move up on that outside. Little shoulder barge by Holly Rose. Trying to keep it from being a corner. Good turn. And then cleared up the middle now looking for Ojo. She doesn't know where it is. Now she finds it. And she'll get it to the outside. Racing for it, Malgett, and she'll try to counter. They have numbers. But a player falls on the way through. Malgett may not know it. Bad touch as well. She'll try to go to that corner. Malgett able to come up with it, shielding it against Mako. Trying to cut through. The cross is soft and easily swallowed up by Felcher. In about 3 minutes or so, we'll have a hydration break. We'll do so basically halfway through each half. And with the warm temperatures on the turf, it's been agreed. Paige Gillen turns outside and is unable to keep. And they won't do it. I don't believe they'll do it for corners, but the hydration break will probably come after a throw or a goal kick, or before one rather. So here's Gillen. Shielded by Ruff, and with another Panther throw. And we'll have more substitutions. Certainly with the warm weather, expect more in the way of substitutions.
Yes, Brittany! Yeah. Let's go, Britt!
The junior midfielder, Britt Chia, fresh into the game. Inside. Juggle, little trouble. Shot comes in, and it goes just high. Tarumian's had trouble with it. Aslan Mako just over the bar on the giveaway. Best opportunity of the game for either team. So as we head down to 22 minutes to go in the first half, we stay scoreless. Paige Gillen will goal kick. A low liner. Trying to connect there with Maggie Ross. Backheeled. Cleared towards the center line, then helped across by Wellborn. Race for it, Riley. Unable to keep, and it'll be a throw for the Panthers. Long throw up the sideline. Skimmed off the body of Ruff. She fights through. Ruff has a lot of space in front of her, tries the angle pass, but it is cut off well by Rose. And trying to clear Rustico, but blocked. Taken back. Tarumians can't control. Nice move by Jones. Jones with a long drive, partially blocked. Then another drive from way outside goes wide. Had the power, but no or very little rather, in the way of aim. And since we are relatively close to the 20-minute mark, this might be the hydration break. And that's exactly what I believe is happening here. Everyone running over to the sideline to take the break, and so will we. 21-14 to go in the first half. No score here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Baker Field on the campus of Princeton Day School here in Princeton, New Jersey. After the first half hydration break, 21-14 to go in the first half, no score. Both teams have had some possession inside the offensive 13, but nothing really stands out. A couple of good shots on goal, a couple of medium shots on goal, so to speak. As we are waiting for the restart and the goal kick, which will come to our left. And Tom Williams here, thanks so much for joining us. And we are back underway after the goal kick for the Big Red, wearing the white and red. That's directed out of play. Princeton Day School in the black and white with the blue numbers. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely a 50-50 game so far. A little shoulder barge. And it will be a throw-in. What will they call the kick? Either way, it will be possession for the Big Red. It is going to be a free kick. First little bit of real physical contact in this one as it goes up the sideline. Well, that was intended for Riley because she kind of backed off it, though. Headed away by Ariana Jones. Called up to by Julia Chang, trying to get to the outside. Foul. And it'll be a hold. Kind of tugging of the shirt. Good job by the near side official for a good explanation without saying anything. And the free kick for Lawrenceville. Good little push on McLaughlin, who's pushed up. And now here come the Panthers the other way. Again, this is two teams opposite ends of the spectrum. Princeton Day School with only one loss on the year. Coming in at 7-1. Lawrenceville 1-3-1. But tightly played so far. Princeton Day School trying to put on the pressure. Inbounded though on the throw. Good jump through and takeaway to the outside. Mako with the cross, but right into the hands of Jas Barco. Punt to the far side, but well out of the reach of Sid Cornell, so an easy throw in here for Princeton Day School. Up the sideline. Taken back though. So here's Gillen. Juggled away from her, headed along by Beal. Top of the 18, looking for a cross, but just going backwards. Good defensive pressure put on by Maggie Ross. They go to the outside, now the one-touch cross all the way across the top of the 18. Chested away, though, by Ava Conyer. Back now, Miranda. Miranda tripped up by Vogel, and that'll be an easy call. No card, though, as Princeton Day School will get the set piece from a good 25 yards outside the 18. So it would take a pretty good shot to go direct. Anna Elwood will take it, most likely looking for an in-swinger far post. Princeton Day School does overload on that side. 3-person wall. Is driven towards the goal. Far side corner is deflected away by Barco. Well, from this angle, it looked like that was labeled far side post, maybe upper 90. She did have to leap up and swat that away. We'll have our first corner of the game. Well, I honestly didn't think it was going to go to goal. That shows what I know from up here. Here's an in-swinger, center, but unable to get any boot on it in black. Play continues up top. Shot comes in by Surace. Couldn't get it through. Loose out in front. They score! It fell right onto a boot. It's 1-0 Princeton Day School.
I love you, Brittany Chia! Yeah, Britt!
It is Britt Chia who picks up the goal to make it 1-0 Panthers. That is a huge goal there, obviously. So it's funny how it works sometimes. Nothing turns into something. That's exactly what happened there. So 17:30 and counting. Left to go in the first half of play. A 1-0 Princeton Day School lead after a corner and a cross. And again, sometimes it just lands on a boot and you got to take care of it. Good job by Chia to take care of it. But here's a counter punch opportunity for the Big Red. Angle pass, a little too strong for Ojo. Directed into the trees. Let's hear what Lawrenceville can do on our response here. Here's Riley trying to juggle her way through. Surace stays with her. Here's a cross. Looking for Ojo. Tapped away from her. Goes towards the end line. Little shoulder barge. And legally done as the Panthers will get the throw. They're really keying in on Ojo. I think they saw earlier what kind of shot she had. And I think they figured out very quickly they need to stay close to her once she gets anywhere near the top of that box. So 1-0 Panthers. And for the last minute or so, the Big Red have put on a push to try to tie the game up. Vogel tries a shoulder barge. Good push there from Rustico to take it. But it is going to be a Princeton Day School throw. Now, I haven't seen a signal up the far side. Official well behind the play, but sees it. Ariana Jones will throw. Jones looking for the long throw inside the 18. That's high up into the air after the knee away. Surace can't direct it towards. She tries to push there with Vogel. And that will go against the Panthers and will be a Big Red kick. Directed low, right onto the boot of Vogel. Good step up, but Vogel still has it. Goes backwards. Rustico up the middle, being chased from behind. Got a bounce, connects to Ricardo. One touch over for Ojo. Ojo forced to go backwards for Vogel, who chases. Vogel tries the back heel to keep, taken away by Beal. And she moves up, trying to get across. Followed up by Surace. Surace up the sideline. Knocked down, though. Here's Ross. Up ahead. No. They try again to get it up ahead. Can't connect to Ross again. This time it was Paige Gillen. A lot of play in the center third. Defensive work by Vogel. Cut to the outside by number 6, Beal. And it will be a Princeton Day School throw. Oh, no, correction. It'll be a free kick. Chance to get it inside the box once again. See if we can drop to another foot. Anna Elwood from way outside. Runs up on it, fires. Head high, and it's knocked away by Riley. Sure if she was quite expecting, as that looks like it might be onside, but forced wide well. Could be a corner, but no, they're going to go with a goal kick. And a substitution coming in. Here's Maxima Malgat. Coming out, Sid Cornell. Coming out for Princeton Day School is Ariana Jones. As Vanessa Devon makes an appearance for the Panthers. Goal kick for the Big Red. Up ahead. Almost knocked away by Ava Matson. Correction, that was Kelly Beal. 2, not 7. 1-0 lead for the Princeton Day School. Britt Chia with the goal. Just cleaned up the garbage out in front of the net. Towards the corner. Directed away, though, by Gillen. Pressure put on by the Panthers. Shot from the outside. Blocked. Good step up by Rustico. Bouncer inside the 18. Little trouble by the keeper. Then cleared wide. Trying to catch up to it. And juggled up ahead by Ava Conyer just to get it out of any touch or any trouble. It was very close to a 2-0 game. Big Red will even get a throw out of it. Conyer gains yardage, but directed out of play for another throw. Tries again at the sideline. Riley with the trap, but could not keep. She tried to get it back for Conyer. Princeton Day School looking to respond. Good job coming across by Rustico to take it away. Dangerous pass across, an angle pass taken back by the Panthers. Nice look. Shot comes in, but fanned on. Didn't get all the boot on that one. Kneed away by Mako. Trying to catch up to it. And it will be a throw for Princeton Day School as a win off of Mako, I think. As there'll be 2 new substitutions in for the Panthers. Sophia Miranda with the throw. Looking inside the 18. Popped over the head. Kirsten Ruff. Cleared away, but right under the boot of Vanessa Devon. Tried to get a shot off, but blocked. And no, they're saying it was actually cleanly through for a goal kick. And certainly a lot of body contact. I thought the ball changed direction on its way through. Under 12 minutes to go in the first half of play. 1-0 Princeton Day School. Noelle Rustico ready for the goal kick. Clears it up and through. Mulget battling with Miranda. Help coming from Ojo. Cleared out though for Romano. Romano up the middle. Good step up though. And clear away by Paige Gillen. Trying the far side. Isabella Ricardo up the sideline. Could not keep. It'll be a throw for the Panthers. Oh, it's going to be for the Big Red. Here's Ricardo directing traffic. Looking for Riley. Forced towards Ojo. Can't get across. Marcia Ojo. While on her backside, lifted it towards goal, but coming out, Felsher just ready for it. And Felsher doing a good job waiting to see if Ojo's okay. He was kind of favoring that right leg. Official saying, sit down if you need to, and we'll get you out of here. They haven't stopped clock, and as soon as we say it, they do it. She will come off with 10:13 left to go. That would be a tough break, losing Ojo, but coming on is Dylan Wellborn. And I believe it will technically be a free kick for Princeton Day School. And we'll restart play. Again, 1-0 Princeton Day School. Lawrenceville slowly trying to move up. That's going to be an easy foul call against Wellborn. She just reached in with her toe into the bellies. Here's Elwood with a quick restart, trying to go over the top. Headed down by Conyer. That squeezes through a ton of players. Vogel catches up, tries the far side here for Ricardo. Ricardo trying to get a turn. Ricardo across. Over top from Malgett. Inside the 18. And that'll roll out of play for another goal kick. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0 Princeton Day School. Riley Falsher, we mentioned earlier, commit to NYU. Helped along by Vanessa Devon. And this will be headed out of play for a Princeton Day School throw. Grace Romano tries to go over top. Trying to squeeze through is Kirsten Ruff. But yeah, that'll be an easy call. A little bit of a push on Conyer. So free kick for Lawrenceville. Up the near side. Stepping back for it, Malgett. Trying to knock it down, Wellborn. Showed her studs, but it looks like they're going to let it all go. Asbury. Now for Miranda. A two-man game, and she'll find space. Miranda trying to get through. Miranda still moving up with it. Now for Ruff on the outside, and she can't keep it. It'll go for a goal kick. Under 9 minutes to go. Here in the first half of play. Still 1-0 Princeton Day School. Britt Chia. Essentially a cross, and it really just dropped onto her boot. And easily tapped it past the keeper, Barco. So goal kick for the Big Red here. Paige Gillen, the junior from Yardley. Up ahead, chested down by Asbury. Gets through Conyer, but she reaches back for it. Sneaking up Jules Romano in space in front of her. Romano moving up. Romano with a drive, and it goes high. About 25 yards out. Gave it a go, looking far side high. But could not get it to nestle in. It stays 1-0 Princeton Day School. So in spite of the 1-0 lead, Panthers still continue to push forward. Gillen will take this one. But the Big Red really not allowed out of their defensive third very much in the last, say, 5 minutes or so. Here's Jules Romano to the outside. The cross intercepted by Malgett, but she gives it up. Taken by Sophia Miranda. Up the sideline. Racing onto it is Romano. Romano tries to work her way through, but it will be a goal kick. Couldn't keep. Another substitution as we're under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Again, with the warm temperatures, again, mid-80s. We're heading towards the end of September. Early parts of fall are usually pretty warm, but not this warm. But with these warm temperatures, good to see that both teams are, A, agreeing on the hydration break, and B, making sure to keep fresh legs out there. This is tapped forward by Conyer, but that's going to roll into the 18, an easy scoop up for Felsher. And the only one close was Maxima Malgett, who was a little short on her run. Headed down, but fought off by the Panthers. Through ball, up ahead, with space. Here's Romano. Has a step, but then the keeper comes out and deflects it away. It'll go for a corner. Jess Barco came out, and it was kind of in between. Didn't come out and grab it cleanly, but also wasn't beaten. It was enough to draw the second corner of the game for Princeton Day School and for either team, to be honest with you. So under 6 minutes to go, 1-0 Princeton Day School. To the far side post. Need, still down, swung on and missed, and then cleared. There were opportunities for the Panthers. Inside the 6 is taken here by Asbury. She tries to cross it, block, gets it right back. Conyer continues to battle with her. She tips it up ahead, and it's helped down to Malgett, who's in double team. Cross now for Ricardo. Ricardo trying to find space. Good step up. Ricardo stays with it. Taken back down by Asbury. Correction, that's Romano to the outside. Cut to the middle. Ava Matson trying to power forward against Ricardo. Ricardo, square ball for Ross, who just clears. Gets a bounce, and it could be numbers forward. 2-on-2. Tough touch, but Elwood takes it away, taking it right back. Big Red trying to push forward as it gets through Chang. Moving up Ross. To the outside, Ricardo. Ricardo goes wide with the cross, deflected, and offside called. Maxima Malgett was just a little bit off, maybe a half a step, And again, an offside call made with under 4:30 to go here in the first half of play. Might be the best opportunity for the Big Red in this game so far. They really haven't tested Felsher. So here come the Panthers. Asbury, the Muhlenberg commit. A bad touch, knocked away from her, and here come numbers the other way. Julia Chang, Maximum Mulget. Shouldered and cleared away by Jones, and it'll be a Big Red throw. And a substitution as well. Both teams taking advantage of the substitution rules to get fresh legs out there, especially the Big Red right now. Down by 1, starting to get a push forward into the offensive third. Conyer with a long throw. Chang can't control cleanly. Mako with a back heel. Good cross ball now for Asbury. Going backwards, but then cleared by Elwood up the middle. It connects to Devon. Devon with a stop. On back for Jones. And then across. Really nice job by the Panthers to find space. Here's Jules Romano. Space in front of her. Romano wanted to key it up. Now tipped inside the 18. It's loose. A lot of battles. Block. Goes wide. Oh, knee save by Barco. She goes down, basically in a hockey-style butterfly to stop it from going between the legs. Big stop by Barco keeps us a 1-0 Princeton Day School lead. They're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. A little bit of a fake taken by Asbury. Room in front of her. Angles forward from Mako. Mako trying to go to the middle. It gets through and easily controlled by Maggie Ross. Can't get over the center line though. Good body position and tapped over here. Asbury. A little bit too strong though for Mako. And it'll be a throw for Lawrenceville. Up the sideline and headed away by Mako. So they'll get some forward positioning. Mako gets it forward, keeps it in play. Back for it, Rustico, and she clears. And it will be Princeton Day School ball. They'll get the throw deep. Here's Ariana Jones, really stepping back, waiting for the long throws. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. 1-0 Panthers. Here's the long throw. Still down, heads towards goal, but not a lot of power on it. And easily swallowed up by Barco. She takes her time and clears, but to nobody in particular. Asbury got a touch. Taken back by Chang to the outside, Riley. Riley, no help on the outside, so she'll bring it forward herself. Trying to go one-on-one. Good defensive work by Miranda. Goes out of play, and it will be a Lawrenceville throw. Conyer with the throw-in. Junior from Burlington. Riley tries to go over her head. Blocked. No, it was not blocked. And it'll be a throw-in from Miranda and the Panthers. So we're down to a minute to go. She'll try the long throw on the sideline. Knocked down by Rustico. Nice move by Mako. Goes over the top. She'll race in along with Devon. Devon gets it. Tries a cross, but blocked by Gillen. And it will be a throw for the Panthers late. They may want to hurry here with 45 seconds to go. One last opportunity in this half as Ariana Jones has the long throw. Gets it all the way across. Bounces. Far side post. Romano, a shot. Blocked out in front. Still loose and then cleared. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Taken over by Lawrenceville. They'll try to get a counterpunch with 22 seconds left. On the run. Up the middle. Then cut to the outside for Riley. Behind her, and she can't keep it alive. Princeton Day School throw. 13 seconds left. Panthers in no rush here. They just want to get it far from their goal. 4 seconds left now for Mako. Mako just tips it deep. Well, it would have been a nice opportunity, but time runs out here in the first half of play. 40 minutes in the books. It's 1-0 Princeton Day School on a goal from Britt Chia. We'll take a break, come back with second half action in just a few minutes. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Play by Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Baker Field on the campus Princeton Day School here in Princeton, New Jersey. Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us as we're just about ready to go for second half action in girls soccer. Princeton Day School looking for the sweep. The boys were able to win 3-2, and the girls right now are up 1-0 on a goal from Britt Chia. Again, thanks so much for joining us for the special presentation from the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Keep an eye on things as far as the Play-by-Play Sports Network is concerned. The best way to do that is you're watching this on YouTube, so subscribe and then click the bell icon as well, and you'll get notifications when we add events 30 minutes before events and when an event begins. Best way to keep up with the goings-on of the Play-by-Play Sports Network, because I'm pretty confident we'll have more Princeton Day School and the Lawrenceville School action coming up as the year goes along. Certainly looking forward to potential broadcasts in ice hockey and basketball and other events as well. So looking forward to this as we switch sides. Princeton Day School is in the black, Lawrenceville is in the white. Sun comes right back out just in time for the game to start again. It's warm, 85 degrees. We will have a hydration break at about the 20-minute mark of the second half. We did so in the first half as well. And warm out there with the sport turf. It's probably a good 5 to 10 degrees warmer for these kids out there as well. As we are now underway in a second half action. Again, Tom Williams here. Thanks so much for joining us. I will say that possession-wise, it's been mostly Panthers. Some counter punches the other way, though, for the Big Red. They control near side. Tulsi Pari gets it back for Anna Elwood. Dangerous to be the last man standing, so to speak, last line of defense, and almost lose it. Here's Kate Riley on the takeaway. Riley trying to get across. Cross is high. Tipped right over for Vogel. Ojo trying to get free. Ojo with a drive. Far side post and a diving save by Felsher. Good job by Felsher to stay with that. One of the better opportunities of the entire game for Lawrenceville, who did not get a corner in that first half. Princeton Day School had 2. And again, a 1-0 game for the Panthers. Knocked away by Jones. And the Panthers try to move the other way. They'll try to get numbers. They're staying on that far side. Now the cross, racing in Beal, but moved away by Rose, high in the air. Followed up by Asbury. Numbers forward. The pass through ball for Grace Romano. Too strong for her, but coming to help out Mako. Romano couldn't get it. And the Big Red will at least get a clear. Maybe a counter punch the other way is Ojo. For Cornell, the return for Ojo. She tries to power through towards the corner. Gets through, but then tapped away by Kaylin Jones. And Lawrenceville will get a throw. Ojo now for Ricardo. Back for Ojo. Square for Ross inside the 18. But actually, it was more of a shot, and it was well wide. So an easy goal kick for Princeton Day School. After all that hard work to gain that yardage, if you want to use a football aphorism, and then to come up with nothing. Not even a shot on goal. That's tough. But still early on in this second half of play. Shielded well by McLaughlin. She'll let it go out of play for a throw. Throw for Ricardo. Need out of bounds. So, yardage gain for Lawrenceville. And it'll be a free kick for the Big Red. They throw a little bit of a push. There's Ojo to take it. And we mentioned earlier that she's got a leg. Certainly could get it inside the 18 from here. Long drive heading towards goal and right into the belly of Riley Felsher, the future Violet at New York University. High bouncer for Ariana Jones. Does her best to keep it alive, but she's cut off by Mandy Vogel. Squares it for Gillen. And Gillen now for Ross. And back for Vogel, who just clears. And after good passing, then the real outlet to try to get some offensive momentum is wanting. Throw in for the Panthers. This connects to Jones. Jones trying to settle it down. Met there by Gillen. And it will go for a goal kick. Just a little bit of a shoulder barge. Stayed with her shoulder to shoulder. Couldn't power through her. Gillen kind of had the size advantage. Just about 4 minutes into this second half. Carolyn McLaughlin, the senior from Pennington, will take the goal kick. Up ahead, looking for Vogel over her head. The weight back and turn by Riley, and she has space in front of her. Riley goes across her body with it for Ricardo, and it connects. Ricardo stops, trying to lift it far side for Ojo. Marcia Ojo settles it down from outside. Again, she's got power to that leg. Nice little stutter step move to the outside, forced wide. Tries to get across. It comes in towards the goal, knocked out of play, and it will go for a goal kick. Oh, good push there for Lawrenceville, down 1-0. Just about 5 minutes into this second half. Need across the near side and a lot of space for the Panthers to work. Pass up the middle, intercepted by Rose. Rose over top for Cornell. Cornell shoved there. And it's going to be either a throw or a free kick. Either way, probably the right call in favor of Lawrenceville. It is going to be a free kick. Carolyn McLaughlin will take. Left-footed boot. So let's see if she'll outswing it. Way high in the box, looking for Ojo. She can't control cleanly. Ojo turns, pops it over top. Nobody waiting except for the keeper, Felsher. Punch to the center line, knocked down by Ross. Up for Ojo. Looking for Ricardo. Tries the square ball in return. Taken back though by Jules Romano. Romano takes it back. That went off of Ricardo. She's feeling it. Now here's Vogel. Looking to switch fields. Instead goes up the middle. From way outside, Vogel on the return. And that will go for a goal kick. And on the far side, we're looking at Isabella Ricardo. Hands on hips, kind of feeling it after that hit her square in the gut. She's going to forgive the term gutted out and stay out there for this goal kick and beyond. Up the middle. Too strong for Vogel. Waiting is Ross. Through ball towards the corner. Racing back McLaughlin for the big red. Getting there, though, is Mako. Mako with the cross, but knocked down by Gillen. And calmly worked for Rustico up the side. McLaughlin helps it out of play. Throw in, though, for the Panthers. They'll try the long throw inside the A-team. Eludes everybody, but headed out up top and controlled by the Panthers. Cut move, Miranda. Inside and loose. Turn shot, score! It connects perfectly to Kelly Beal. 32 plus minutes to go, second half. It's 1-2-0. So Beal with the opportunity and did not make the mistakes. It looked like the keeper came out and kind of was off her line a bit as far as the angle is concerned. And that worked out very well for Princeton Day School as they add to the lead. Back underway as Princeton Day School controls on the far side. These two teams met last year. It was a 3-0 Panther win. But certainly Lawrenceville is in this one, down by 2, but they've had their opportunities. Grace Romano can't get possession. Marcia Ojo tries the far side. Princeton Day School able to keep. Ojo takes it back. Helped along by Conyer, but that's out of play and a throw for the Panthers. Again, the sun may be an issue, not for the players, but for us in the camera. So we'll do our best to make sure you can see and or understand what's going on out there. So here's Elwood. Skimmed off a couple of bodies. Angled over. Jules Romano. Back over for Beal. Inside, can't get body position. That's headed out of play, and it will be a corner. Third corner of the game for Princeton Day School. First of this half. And I'll certainly say that they are certainly reinvigorated thanks to that goal to make it 2-0. And smelling blood in the water here. Try to put this game away early in the second half. Just about 9 minutes in. Corner, far side post. Oh, missing the header. It drops, though, and cleared away. This is a Princeton Day School player down. Looks like it's Ariana Jones, who's the one who missed that header. She just may be upset with herself. To the outside, Sophia Miranda. Miranda gets a step. Miranda with a cross blocked off the hip of Rustico. And she'll move it up herself, up the sideline. Counter punch opportunity for the Big Red. Cleared over top. Riley. Correction, that is Cornell chasing onto it. She's cut off on the play. Lee's trying to draw a throw. It's lifted back, and what she will draw is a foul against her, it looks like. Unless it did go out of play. Oh, it's going to be a free kick against the Big Red. Panthers will get to take it. And with the 2-goal lead, even though it's relatively early on in the second half, I would imagine they'll take their time. Anna Elwood. A long clear out. Eludes everybody until it lands from Miranda. Goes out of play. And should be a throw for Lawrenceville. 10 minutes in to the second half. 2-0. Princeton Day School. Britt G in the first. Kelly Beal here in the second. The turn, Ariana Jones. Forced back. Now she'll try to turn it up. Can't connect to Aslan Mako. And Lawrenceville will get the throw and one fresh troop out there. And keep in mind, we will have the hydration break on a whistle somewhat near the 20-minute mark. It is officials' discretion. Ooh, dangerous clear as it went off a Princeton Day School body. Panthers try to keep it alive, but it goes out of play. But it is a Panther throw, looking for more. 11 minutes into the half, 2-0. Long throw inside the 18. Headed away by Gillen. Right back inside. Gillen again with the clear. This time makes no mistake. And kicks it to the trees. But this is killing time, and it's all offensive pressure put on by the Panthers. They're going to go short. No, long throw this time. Up ahead for Asbury. Got a piece of it. Coming out to grab is Barco. Barco clears to the near side. Racing for it, Sid Cornell. A lot of grabbing, holding. And it will be a throw for the Panthers. Again, that's foul-wise could have gone either way, which is a good non-call then. The Panthers will be allowed to throw it, though. Over top. Headed along. Ariana Jones didn't get much of it. Steered away by Gillen. Good follow-up, though, by Beal. Beal gets through. Beal with numbers. Handles herself, but then cleared away by Rustico. Who better serve with a through ball pass. This is taken by Chang all the way across, intercepted. Tapped up now for Beal. And she'll just throw it on back. Princeton Day School right now happy with just possession. Through ball up ahead, connects to Jones. Jones with some space. Good square ball over. The step up by Romano. Romano up ahead for Grace Romano. Oh, taken away last second by Noelle Rustico. Could have been Romano for the goal without Rustico's impediment. Here's Rose. Keeps it alive. Up the sideline, but it will be a throw for Lawrenceville. And both teams will get substitutions. Looks like we're ready to restart. Throw in for Vogel. Vogel on the take back. Malgett. It's a weird bounce after that deflection. Still battling against Ariana Jones. And it will be a foul. And a free kick for Princeton Day. Yeah, every time there's a free kick, especially since the second goal scored, you can see the Panthers just taking their time. Officials will allow it to an extent. Anna Elwood. Long run up. Top of the box. Nobody really there. Headed along. Trying to get through the Beal. Steered away by Rose on the clear. Working through Chang. Goes wide with it. And unable to keep with Vogel. So a throw for the Panthers again. And stuck in their defensive third are the Big Red from Lawrenceville. So every time they clear out like this, it's a step up. But this time it was done illegally, a little bit of a ward off. Oh, they go the other way with it. Oh, I thought that was against Princeton Day School, but they're the ones who get the free kick. Elwood would drop it and get the free kick, take it herself. Just a little pass to the outside. Now served inside the area, but headed on goal and an easy stop for Barco. So it was headed back by a defender. 15 minutes into this second half. Malgett can't quite chest it down. Headed along by Rose. Malgett can't keep it alive. And we'll have more in the way of substitutions. And with the warm day being on this turf, this is going to be a normal thing every minute or so. Towards the end, we may even see it every whistle. Just to keep fresh legs and everybody hydrated. Tulsi Pari. Long throw up ahead. Trying to connect there with Ruff to the outside. Bit of a shoulder barge. And it will be a foul. A little bit of a ward off and high elbow. As Ruff looks back, doesn't like the call. It'll be a free kick for the Big Red. Noel Rustico, the junior from Highlands. Other side of the state. Soft pass for Rose. Traps it, moved to the outside. Up the sideline it goes, then lifted across by Malgett. Nobody there. Now into space goes Vogel. Stops. Pressure put on by Princeton Day School. It spins to the sideline and out of play for a Lawrenceville throw. Rose going up the sideline over top for Malgett. And a substitution. And it's, ironically enough, the substitution is made by Lawrenceville. As Vogel comes off and Ross comes on. So now no element of surprise as it connects to Malgett. Malgett, a bit of a shove in the back and they'll call it. And it goes the other way. Wait a second. All right, referee pointed the wrong way. Yep, he goes, my bad, push, and we go the other way. That one was pretty obvious. So let's see, he'll step up and take it for the Big Red. Nobody's really claiming ownership just yet. Noelle Rustico has proven she's got the leg, so she'll come up and take. And I think you're going to want to serve this inside the box if you can reach. And she will give it a go. Short of the box, cleared, but still controlled. The step up is too strong, Gillen, and the Panthers can move the other way with some numbers. Pass up to the far side. It gets Mako moving in for the Panthers. Mako. I think that might have been deflected, so Lawrence was going to want to keep. They'll direct it towards the sideline. Rustico keeps it alive. That's good defensive work. Big battle there. Both players go down. Don't want to play it while on the ground. Up ahead, Vogel. Reaching back for it, Ojo. Kept in and tipped out of play. It'll be a Lawrenceville throw. We're heading down to 22 minutes to go in the second half. Coming up on the hydration break. Ojo up the sideline. Kept alive. Followed by Conyer. But then cleared towards the corner. Racing over Rustico. And it clears it out of play. And it will be a Princeton Day School throw. we will have substitutions. And this was about the time we took the hydration break in the first half. It was definitely very early on. And at this point, the time that they're kind of wasting, might as well take it now, but they won't. Battle on the far side will go the other way. Oh, it is going to be a Princeton Day School throw. Inside for Ali Ceres. Cleared off the 18. Taken back by Conyer. Now for Mulget. Mulget with a through ball. Trying to catch Ojo with speed. But back to grab is Elwood. She clears out of play. And this will be the hydration break. 21 minutes left to go. We'll take the break as well. Back in a moment here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from Baker Field on the campus of Princeton Day School in Princeton, New Jersey, here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network, closing out our Princeton Day School soccer doubleheader. As the boys earlier on defeated Lawrenceville 3-2. Girls trying to follow suit. They lead 2-0. 21 minutes to go in the second half. As we have a hydration break thanks to the warm temperatures here in Princeton. And we are back underway. Tom Wilms here. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon as Lawrenceville down by 2, looking to push. Marcia Ojo tries the cross, and she draws the first corner of the game for Lawrenceville. She might be a good candidate to take it. But it does look, well, it doesn't look like anyone's going to take it. It's just, the ball's just sitting there. And I think running across will be Isabella Ricardo. Goal scorers in this one for Princeton Day School. Britt Chia in the first half. Kelly Beal in the second. As Ricardo gets ready to take for the Big Red. Desperate to try to get on the board. Very playable ball for Rose. Settles it down. Fires towards the goal, but got underneath it, and it's way high. Trying to let it settle down lower so she could volley it. Maybe tap it over the keeper who was on her line. But she was forced by the defense to hit it a little earlier than she wanted to. Did all she could to kind of short leg it, see if she could pooch it in there, but it didn't quite work. So we'll see what kind of pressure is put on, but now the counter the other way for Princeton Day School. Good transition defense, though, from Conyer. As not only does she take it away, she doesn't direct it out of play. She keeps it alive, but it's taken away there. Shot from the outside, and it goes wide. Off the boot of Rustico, as she wasn't quite ready for the pressure put on her. And the shot came in. I believe that is, I don't want to guess who it is. And it looks like it was Kirsten Ruff. I will admit the dark blue numbers against the black jerseys. Not easy to see, especially with sunlight right in our eyes. That's our excuse. We're sticking to it. So we're down to 19 minutes left to go, and Ricardo is unable to keep. Tulsi Pari. Last time I was here, she's one of those I really remember. I think it was 2 years ago, so she was a sophomore. And she was probably a good 4 inches shorter than she is now. Still playing as aggressively as she does defensively. So that's cleared out of play by Paige Gillen. Throw in, though, for the Panthers. And I think it was 2 years ago. Might have been 3. Last time I was here for a soccer doubleheader like this. We'll see Pari. We'll get ready to throw. Deep towards the post. Trying to head along. Can't do it. Chested down by Rose. And then cleared for Dylan Wellborn. 50-50 with Jones. Chested down by Serace. Gets it across. Raced onto by Chia. Chia tries the far side. Gets through everybody. And it will be a throw-in for Lawrenceville. But first we'll have a substitution. Under 18 minutes to go. Not a lot of time left for Lawrenceville to work. And you can score quickly, but you've got to get consistent pressure. Something that Lawrenceville's really been unable to do for more than a 2-3 minute stretch at a time. Serace, the sophomore, up towards the corner, but too strong. And the throw in for Conyer. Quick restart. I would certainly imagine that Lawrenceville will start to push up numbers. Conyer can't keep it in. And the throw in for the Panthers this time. Good crowd has come out for both of these soccer games. Yeah, it's a busy time on campus. I think field hockey played earlier. Cross country has been running around. They think they're having a meet here. This is taken back by Isabella Ricardo. Ricardo up the middle, bad touch. Gets it right back, and now she has space in front of her. Going shoulder to shoulder with Beal. Tips it over now for Ojo. A little strong for her. Does her best to keep it in play. Racing towards the corner, but it goes out. And will be a goal kick. A lot of hard work being put on by the Big Red to gain entrance into the offensive third. But again, not really consistently keeping it in there, drawing corners or even any kind of set piece. Riley Felcher has not been incredibly busy making a couple of saves. But those saves have been from the outside. Good clear out. Now possible numbers the other way for Princeton Day School. But good job by Gillen to get in the way. Gillen looking for space on the near side. Angle pass is snuffed out, but taken right back by Rose, and she'll just clear it out of there. And the push will be charged to Wellborn. That's an easy call. And it will be Princeton Day School with the free kick. Anna Elwood, the junior. Looking for space. And gets it for Serace. Serace tries the through ball. Ava Matson trying to catch up to it. But shielding it well, Paige Gillen. And it'll go for a goal kick. Under 16 minutes to go. And if you get a chance to visit this campus, I've been here a number of times, it is beautiful. Although there is construction going on, the new field house being built back behind the soccer field, behind us. Princeton Day School coming back and clear. No foul. Princeton Day School looking for more here. They're starting to push. Taken here by Miranda to the outside. She'll try the cross, but blocked away. Taken back, the shot attempted by Serace is blocked off the body of Maggie Ross. And it'll be cleared out of play and will be a Lawrenceville throw. Unless they just pointed the wrong way. They did. Princeton Day School will get the throw. But yes, this new field house being built right next to the hockey rink. This will bounce in towards the goal. It's loose side of the post. But good body connection by Conyer to keep it alive. There's a foul inside the box. And it will be, well, that goal ain't going to count. In spite of the crowd's reaction, it'll be a free kick for Lawrenceville. I'm talking about the new field house, and they'll do an addition to the rink, which is right next door. They'll put more seating in, that's what I've been told. And they will also, again with the field house, new basketball court with a bigger seating area. And from what I've heard, they'll also have some squash courts. I'm sure other things that I may have missed, maybe a weight room would be a good place for it. But that's what's coming up here at PDS. That's pretty cool stuff. Not a lot of schools have their own rinks. Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville have them. Lawrenceville has their own, the Luke's Ice Center, which not only does their team play, but Rider University and College of New Jersey plays their ice hockey over there. Long throw in for Princeton Day School. Inside the box, eludes a couple of heads. This is going to be tough. Gillen skies it up ahead. Knocked down. Still loose. And a handball will be against Princeton Day School. It's a loose hand. Britt Chia was coming in. Her left hand flailed. And a free kick call. Clear out, but it hit off a body. And they're going to allow a re-kick, and we may have a card. And it's going to be a card against Princeton Day School. And it looks like it's Kirsten Ruff. So she's done for 5 minutes. No change in manpower. But again, with the yellow card comes essentially a 5-minute break. 12:46 left to go. Free kick for Lawrenceville. That's a tough call because, yeah, she stood her ground, didn't go 10 yards, but the official didn't exactly enforce it at the time either. Cleared to the near side. Ricardo trying to use the sideline against a double team. At very least, she's able to draw the throw. Slowly but surely, Lawrenceville moving forward with it. This will be another throw. Rodriguez looking for somebody into space. This is Cornell going backwards for Rose. Rose up the sideline, but nobody on the run. This will turn into a goal kick. Again, it's the execution inside that final third for the Big Red that has gone a little awry today. And that is the unfortunate situation that the Big Red are dealing with. Just trying to find a way to get some consistent pressure and good touches inside that third. As it will be a Princeton Day School free kick after the clear out. There's a little bit of a tug. So Pari will move it back, take her time, up by 2. Certainly a no rush. And into space, here is Cerace. Gets around Vogel, trying to find room on the far side. Stops, and she'll try the near side, avoiding a trip. Pass up ahead for Devon. Tipped forward, looking for Jones. Cleared away. A lot of battling there, but finally will be a free kick for Lawrenceville. May have hopped up and hit a hand. Maybe a little bit of a soft push. Cleared by Rustico on the free kick. Cornell can't control. Popped up by Rose. Parsi clears. Matson back for Parsi. And just up the sideline. Unable to keep it alive, though, was Jones, and a throw-in for Lawrenceville. Gillen jumps for the long throw. Can't connect to Ojo. Now the other way for Arietta Jones, and she is tripped. As she was coming in, and I'm surprised the card didn't pop out for that one. And it wasn't anything dangerous, just very ill-timed. But did stop a glorious rush potentially the other way. We're heading down to 10 minutes to go in the second half. 2-0 Princeton Day School. They'll get a free kick and set up a set piece from way outside. Anna Elwood lines it up. Fires it far side. Headed along towards the center. Body position there from Matson. Shot is blocked. Just reached out with a little toe poke. Headed along by Cerace. Popped in the air. Matson trying to get body position, but cut underneath. And a foul against her. Free kick for Lawrenceville. Now the restart. Across for Conyer. So try to find some room on the far side. They haven't found room on either side, to be honest with you. Conyer trying to jam her way through into open space, racing over Ojo. It's still in, but then finally spins out. And it will be a throw for Princeton Day School, but first substitutions. We're under 10 minutes to go. Still 2-0 Princeton Day School. Throw up ahead. And now Princeton Day School wouldn't mind just a whole lot of possession and playing keep away. Asbury angled. Tries again off the body of Rustico. Actually, may have hit her in the hand. That's exactly what they're calling. So a free kick for Princeton Day School. Again, maybe normally they would start, try a quick restart. But here, up by 2. Later stage of this game, they'll take their time. They'll move some numbers forward. Skimmed across the 18-yard box. Matson directs it wide. And she actually gets a deflection in the corner. Second corner of the half for Princeton Day School. 4th of the game. And a well-completed corner can complete this game as Asbury goes to the far side to take. The only time we'll really see numbers forward for Princeton Day School. Again, no reason to really push forward with a 2-0 lead. So here comes the corner. Looking center of the box. Headed towards goal and cleared off the line by Rose. I think the keeper was going to get there anyway, but Rose with a great job staying on the post to clear off the line. Rose juggles again away from Matson. Ricardo into space on the far side. Too strong for Riley. Riley will clear it off a body and draw the throw. As I think it's Britt Chia who was coming back. She was trying to shield it. But there was just too much space to shield. Under 8 minutes to go. I would expect the numbers being pushed forward big time for Lawrenceville. Everybody should be forward now, especially if they get a set piece. Taken here. Trying to get inside. Ojo, offside called. She had the step, but it was too early. Most likely that was the best opportunity that Lawrenceville's gotten and may get in this game. She was in, and we've seen the power in her leg. She would have probably done a very good job to score that one. But instead it stays 2-0. So here's Rose to juggle it near side. Pari taken back, though, up the sideline. Ricardo, she can't keep. The sun disappears for a couple of minutes, cools things down. So we head towards the last 7 minutes of this game. 2-0 lead for Princeton Day School. Britt Chia and Kelly Beal, your goal scorers. Both teams making substitutions, which has been common in both games, simply because it is just so warm out there. Pari with the throw. Gillen trying to front Jones. Jones able to get the turn. Shields it well. Back for Pari. Pari settles. Tries the cross over the head of Devin. Taken back, though, by Asbury. Asbury trying to go over top, and it goes over the cage. Barker was kind of sneaking out goaltender-wise. They would have taken a perfect shot to get over her head and into the goal. Down to 5:34 remaining in the second half of play. 2-0 Princeton Day School. It's been a warm but nice day. High, well, I wouldn't say high, maybe low to mid 80s. Doesn't seem all that humid compared to what it's been in the summer. Here's Tulsi Pari. Ariana Jones tries to volley the crossover. Nice angle up ahead. Ruff tries to jump her way through along with Romano. And the whistle blows and it will be a foul. Lawrenceville will get the restart. Under 5 minutes to go. Rush to go to the outside here for Conyer. Good turn. Up for Ross. Let's try to move it up ahead for Ricardo. Ricardo across. Calling for it far side, Ricardo. Correction, that was Malgett. Couldn't quite get it. The step up by Conyer. She got a lot of ball. Did she get a foul as well? I think that might have been a throw-in for, it's a throw-in for Lawrenceville, so legal play. Cordell tries to go up the sideline, another throw for Lawrenceville. So they're slowly moving up with 4:15 to go in the second half. Big Red maybe warming to the task here, trying to get back into this game, trailing 2-0. Conyer settles it down. They're actually going to give a free kick. And who's going to take it? It looks like it's going to be Conyer. This is all time wasted. They could have taken it quicker. This will go top of the box. Steered away by Ruff off her head. Gillen doesn't try to settle. She tries the volley, but fanned on it. And now numbers the other way potentially. As running her way through is Ariana Jones. A little 3-on-1. Jones coming in. Jones has to take it herself. She's tripped up. And it will be a foul, but no, it doesn't look like a card. Again, the other two that were with her were ahead of her and ahead of the defense. So if she tried to pass, it would have been an offside play. So she saw that and saw no choice but to try to running back her way through a double team. But it will be a free kick for Princeton Day School. About 25 yards from goal. They are going to mark off the 10 yards as both Beal and Mako are back, potentially to take it. And this is done, so you don't know if it's going to be a left foot or a right foot. You don't know how you're going to handle it. It will be the left foot of Mako. Mako just directs it inside. Tried to tip it back for Romano, but she was a little late to get inside the box. So racing over here is Pari. She just wants to get it deep. Cleared away by Gillen. Under 3 minutes to go. Ross tries for Malgett. Malgett over top. And Ojo will try to catch up to it. I don't think she realized that she had the step and onside. Cleared out of play. It will be a Lawrenceville throw. 2:30 to go. Ricardo. Ricardo and the Big Red need 2. This is cleared, but right to Vogel. Vogel tries the one-time shot on goal and then swallowed up by Felsher. Again, if that goes up to the upper corner, it might have been difficult simply because of her size and her potential ability to jump. That is always tough. But it was right into her hands for an easy stop as we're under 2 minutes to go. Mulligan tried to work it up ahead for Cornell. Cornell slowed down, still continues to battle. Followed up by Ross. She can't control, throws a little bit of a shoulder. And a push called against Princeton Day and a free kick for the Big Red. Gotta hurry though. Down by 2. 1:38 to go. Rustico trying to get inside. Bounces down for Ojo. Tries to catch up. Ojo back for Ricardo. Tries a shot and it goes wide. Just could not clear it across her body to get it on the frame. And that might be enough to close out this game. And Princeton Day School, with every stoppage, are going to take their time. So here's a goal kick as Felsher takes it. Just shy of a minute left to go. Want to go outside, knocked down by Rose. Up ahead, getting tripped up Ricardo, and they'll call it. Free kick for the Big Red. Under a minute to go. Again, clock would stop if they scored. But again, they need to hurry. It's not going to stop now, and there is no stoppage time. Rustico. A false countdown. Here comes the look in. Headed down. And I believe they called an offside. They did. 30 seconds left to go. Well, that's a good job by the fan base to try to goof up the Lawrenceville free kick. I don't think it worked. I think she was taking it as quickly as possible. As now we're down to 13 seconds left. Taken here by Conyer. Popped up. No real possession. 4 seconds left. Trying to work through Ricardo. Ricardo maybe a last second shot to avoid the clean sheet. That will do it. A 2-0 victory for the Princeton Day School Panthers. as they sweep the day here against Lawrenceville. Goal scorers in this one, it was Britt Chia in the first half, Kelly Beal in the second half. Lawrenceville put on a push towards the end, a couple of opportunities towards goal, but nothing really overly threatening to keep Riley Felcher, who picks up the clean sheet in today's contest. So for Princeton Day School, they move on to 8-1 on the year. Lawrenceville, they drop to 1-4-1. Next up for Lawrenceville, they'll be at home on Friday against Mercersburg Academy. Princeton Day School will play on Wednesday here against the Hill School. Once again, our final score: Princeton Day School Panthers 2, and Lawrenceville School Big Red nothing. For all of us here at Baker Field in Princeton, New Jersey, this is Tom Wilms saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.